Hey, 1098-765-4321. Welcome to another blessed day, another favorite day. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you wake up in the morning? I want to say thank you, Lord. Thank you, universe. I want to express my gratitude. Then what's the second thing that comes to your body? I got to go to the bathroom. I want to welcome you all out to another community connections conversation, and we're going to do some connecting tonight. The superheroes don't know that I'm hooking it up so that they can connect with one another, but we're going to put them in the game tonight. So let me make sure everything is up and running properly. Wouldn't be an I without a you. Want to thank us for we, us. You are superheroes. I got a couple of people that have reached, a couple of superheroes who have reached out to me, and I will be connecting with you to get a date and a time. A date and a time. So just hang in there with me. Be patient. I see you. I've received the message, and I'm looking forward to getting you and yours on the couch. So the first thing I want to do is make sure I'm connected to Facebook. Facebook is live. When I invite you to come out, let me turn this music off. When you get an invitation to come to the couch, please, it's important that you're on time because we have to do a mic check. And I also have to make sure that I got your frame correctly. So there's a reason that you're given a time to come out and sit on the couch and share your story. All right, so we got the Facebook working. And I'm going to knock some of these announcements out right quickly. Man, I am really excited about the opportunity to share these superheroes with you all tonight. All right, look like we're working. All right, look like we working. Oh, we working. Look like we working. Oh, we working. All right, look like we working. Oh, well, while we working, let me get a little bit of this in my spirit. Oh, we working. Hey, Byron Broomfield. Moving Southern style. Snow with no W of Mississippi.
Listen, hey, we got something to say. Listen, hey, better get off the couch. Reach one, teach one, community strong. Hey, we got something to say. Hey, we got something to say. Hey, better get off the couch.
What I want to do is go ahead and knock these announcements out right quick. You got Mr. Hey in the studios, Visions Unlimited Studios, 601-937-5671. Be sure to follow us on Facebook Live. That's correct, Facebook Live on Thursday evening at 7, Sundays between 10 and 10:30. Sometimes we pop off a little early. You can find us on Facebook, Howard Sanders, uppercase I. You can find us, you can connect with us on YouTube, H_Sanders2. So those are two ways to tap in. Also join Community Strong Fort Jackson MS. It's your vessel for knowing community now. Post anything that's lifting, anything that you want to share with the community in regards to a person that's doing something just superhero-ish. If there's an event, opportunities, just positive information. We want to make sure that people get up off the couch and do some work. Nobody is coming to save us. Join Community Strong Fort Jackson MS, about 3,000 strong, averaging about 80 to 100,000 touches a week based on the analytics from Facebook. So thank you, Uncle Facebook. Quick announcements. Visions Unlimited Studios, quick announcements. The food summer pantry summer schedule today was the seniors adults. That was today at 10 at 9:15. All ages Thursday, July the 17th. This is going to be at the Cross Gates Church, 8 Crosswoods Road, Brandon, Mississippi, 39042, 601-825-2562, crossgates.org. Next up, Mississippi Center for Legal Services Corporation, the Jackson office. They're assisting with civil legal issues. Be sure to pay attention. Divorce and custody, guardianship, domestic violence, child support, housing and evictions, public benefits and disability, consumer issues, foreclosure, and bankruptcy, wills, expungements, and more. They represent Hines, Rankin, Madison, Copiah, Simpson, Holmes, Warren, Yazoo, Claiborne, or Jefferson counties. Have low income to qualify, must be a U.S. citizen, resident, or eligible, undocumented individually. Currently not represented by any attorneys. Contact number, telephone number, 1-800-498-1804, Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Office location is 414 South State Street, 3rd floor, Jackson, Mississippi, 39201. Dixie Building, parking in the rear, 601-948-6752, extension 2907 or 2909. Free attorney consultation. But, however, they do not handle criminal, immigration, or traffic-related matters. For immediate assistance, please contact MCLSC, Mississippi Center for Legal Services Corporation, the Jackson office, at 800-498-1804. For my people that want to get their credit right, credit profile, want to just get in the business loan game, build your business credit up, transforming knowledge into financial success, our very own Dr. Tiffany Wheeler. And I want to thank you all for connecting with us. We got about 400 views, touches on that. Also, she picked up about 5 people that want to see something different in their credit profile. Dr. Tiffany Wheeler is a Jackson, Mississippi native and a proud graduate of Tougaloo College with over 31 years. 31 years. How does the side of my head look? 31 years of experience in investment banking, mortgage lending, wealth management, small business development, credit coaching, and financial literacy. She's also a preacher and an author. And she's passionate about sharing knowledge and guiding others on their financial journey. I've got my link, and I will be starting my enrollment process. I am so excited. To connect with Mr. Tiffany Cooper Wheeler, small business financial well-being coach, Operation Hope, Tiffany.Wheeler at operationhope.org, 769-770-3282, website operationhope.org. What are you waiting on? Please, 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 self-determination. Roll-Off Dumpster Day 2025. The City of Jackson is encouraging citizens of Jackson to participate in the Roll-Off Dumpster Day. Roll-Off Dumpster Day will be held once a month on the second Saturday of each month for the upcoming year. The dumpsters will be placed at one location each month. The roll-off dumpster will be available at the following location from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m., weather permitting. We're asking residents not to leave debris at location if dumpsters are not available. Please see dates and locations below. Date: the City of Jackson Roll-Off Dumpster will be held on Saturday, July 12th, 2025 from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Location is the Metro Center, Old Dillard's parking lot, 3645 US 80. Residents may bring all household furniture, small appliances, and accessories for disposal. However, tires, chemicals, gas tanks, and exercise equipment are not accepted in the roll-off dumpster program. Participants are required to place debris inside dumpster provided at the locations. Let's be kind to ourselves and follow the instructions. City business and residents living outside the city limits of the City of Jackson are not eligible to participate. Proof of residency may be required. For more information about the Roll-Off Dumpster Day and other solid waste programs, contact the City of Jackson at 601-960-1193. Also, citizens of Jackson and surrounding counties, please stop dumping your debris on people's property. I'm going to say it again. Please cease dumping your debris on people's property. I'm speaking in regards to a place over on Clinton Boulevard. Please stop. Please stop. Community movie night. Join us to watch the movie The Forge. Thursday, July 17th, 6:30 p.m. Willowwood Community Center, 4331 Willowwood Boulevard. For more information, contact Ernest Ward, 601-201-3020. Johnny Bird, 601-720-9965. Everyone is welcome to come out to enjoy the movie, complimentary popcorn, pizza. We're asking for a $5 donation per family or group that comes with you. This is a community event, and we want everyone just to unite and enjoy good fellowship. Sponsored by AMR, AskGen, Community Strong for Jackson MS, Southern Echo. That's going to be Thursday, July the 17th, 6:30 p.m., Willowwood Community Center, 4331 Willowwood Boulevard. Teach One, Saturday, July 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. to 12 noon, S. Woods Training Academy, 3906 I-55 South Frontage Road, Jackson, Mississippi, 39212, bringing community elders together with community youth to transfer basic life skills missing in today's youth, and also to bridge the gap between the elders and the next ones up. Free and open to the public. There is an investment if you want to be a vendor. Community volunteers needed. Food trucks welcome. Call, contact, connect 601-891-5611 for more information. For immediate release, celebrate the Jackson Zoo's 31st annual ice cream safari. The Jackson Zoo is thrilled to invite the community to the 31st annual ice cream safari, sponsored by Bluebell Ice Cream, and visit Jackson on Saturday, July 12th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This beloved family-friendly tradition offers guests a sweet summer adventure filled with fun and flavor. Attendees can sample a variety of ice cream flavors, courtesy of Bluebell Ice Cream, and enjoy the appearances by local celebrity guest scoopers. Trying to make sure that you guys can hear me. If someone would please be so kind as to let me know you're connected. Can you hear me? Microphone check. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna tell you all this electronics. 1 minute is one minute it's on, the next minute it isn't. Never stops. Okay. Event highlights include live animal encounters, interactive kids zones, food trucks, live music and entertainment, ice cream flavor voting contest. Admission tickets are available online at thejacksonzoo.org. How about we do this? How about I turn these off? All right, got to make sure we connect it. My people. Oh, okay. You can hear me on there. Okay. Admission tickets are available online, $13, 13 and up. $10 ages 3 to 12, free ages 2 till and under. Don't miss the cool summer celebration. Contact the Jackson Zoo at 601-952-8776. On the 20th, we got the Blues Car Truck Bike Show, the Ultimate Car Show and Concert. And that's going to be there we go. The Blues Car Truck Bike Show, the Ultimate Car Show and Concert, featuring the Holy Ghost Supercharged 1975 Caprice, Jackson, Mississippi, Sunday, July 20th, 101 South State Street. Gates open at 2:30 p.m. Trophies will be awarded in 30 classes. They've got Chosen Child, E.J. Jones, Earl Jackson, Goodfella, A1, Back to school giveaway. Please follow on Instagram at CCCS601 for show information. Contact 214-776-6292. We got the local organizing committee in collaboration with the Jackson, Mississippi Fire Department hosts a 10,000 Fearless CERT, that's Community Emergency Response Team, and disaster training through the LOC. Location is going to be the Jackson Fire Academy, 1244 South Gallatin Street, Jackson, Mississippi, July 25th through 27, 2025. Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Sunday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. The training equips participants with essential skills to respond effectively during disasters. This hands-on training will teach you how to prepare for emergencies, provide basic disaster response, and support your community when professional help may be delayed. Understand now, provides basic disaster response and support your community when professional help may be delayed. It's not if there's a disaster, but when there's a disaster, we'll be prepared. Contact Brother Kareem, Program Coordinator, at 662-577-1258, 10,000 Fearless. Check it out now. I am a 10,000 Fearless. Also, you can go to Community Strong for Jackson MS and see this flyer, as well as please follow the LOC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm a stickler about time. If you're coming to the show and you're being given an opportunity to share your story, it's important that you come on time. Time is valuable. Time is valuable for the studio. Time is valuable for the host, the engineer, and time is valuable for those of you that are sharing your story. Please, please, please be on time. Southern Styles Cleaning Services, LLC presents Pop and Network, Jackson's very own new vendors lot. Bring your products, market your business. This is going to be 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Food, drinks, live music, giveaway prizes, space jump for kids, and it's going to take place. You can connect on Sunday, July the 27th, 2714 Greenway Drive, Suite B, Jackson, Mississippi, located in the Rimtime parking lot across from Walmart on Highway 18. Please connect with 601-559-1949 or 601-665-4747. And I've also got a vendor's registration packet. Willowwood Neighborhood Yard Sale Back to School event is August the 2nd. This is going to be at the Willowwood Neighborhood. This is the Willowwood Neighborhood Association Yard Sale Back to School event will be August 2nd from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Peggy Hobson Calhoun Community Center. And also on August the 2nd, Hinds County Children's Coalition presents the Youth Justice Summit, Saturday, August 2nd, 2025, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Keynote speaker is going to be Xavier I don't want to mess your name, my brother's name up. Special guest is Honorable Carolyn Hicks. Host is Macy Brown. Power panels, breakout sessions, talent showcase, door prizes, and more. Free registration is required. Vendor slots available. Jackson Convention Center, 105 East Pascagoula Street, Jackson, Mississippi. Let me get this theme music playing, and let me go find out where these are.
Hey, 601. Unity, love, and peace. Get peace, love, community strong. Hey, everybody. Hey, we got something to say. Listen. Hey, we got something to say. Listen. Hey, better get off the couch. Reach one, teach one, community strong. Hey, we got something to say. Hey, we got something to say. Hey, better get off the couch. Reach one, teach one, community strong. Welcome to the show. We about to drop some knowledge. The Mr. Howard Sanders with the brother Coach Body. Superheroes, conversation about the real. They try to keep it clean, but let's express how you feel. Good spirits, good about no hatred or no hate. We all in the same gang, gonna change a better day. The prophet of the truth Initials POT, no price tags on this knowledge, you can get it for the free. Reach one, teach one, the old and the young. We got it by the spirits with the power of the tongue. I'm on the inside looking out, they on the outside looking in. Keep it cordial, don't explore it, call them family, call them friends. You pursue it, you can do it, show love, count your blessings. Life is hard, but it's fair, and it comes with some lessons. Mental power for an hour, with some knowledge come to college. Important people, different topics, not that daily garbage gossip. Hey, we got something to say. Listen. Hey, we got something to say. Listen. Hey, better get off the couch. Reach one, teach one, community strong. Hey, we got something to say. Hey, we got something to say.
Yeah.
Get off the couch. Reach one, teach one, community strong.
This is year 19 for me. Yes. No, I say track. I didn't start coaching track until I was about 4 years in. So to be about 15 for track.
Oh, yeah, see, Carol didn't tell me nothing about that.
Yeah.
I heard you say team, but
Yeah.
Y'all didn't meet each other?
Yeah.
we ain't met that part.
Nah.
No, you just left that part out.
Yeah, we still
Oh, and we
meeting
didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
we still.
Oh, you right here. Okay, what we're gonna do is thank you so much for sharing the stage. You guys will be back on the when we all be back.
August 14th.
August 14th. So then it'll be just far as here.
Yeah.
I have to be transparent.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of energy going on getting this set up and all that kind of stuff. Okay. No, you're fine. Thank you. You're gonna be my co-assistant. You'll be my co-host. This lady here, this superhero here, has just started a program, a nonprofit in the. Is that correct?
It's called Riverside Collective.
So it's important, and she's in South Jackson.
Oh.
So really, everybody's getting a
Oh, I just saw
opportunity
that.
to connect. Right. So we have to support one another.
Absolutely.
And I'm a big stickler for. If I come to your event, then come to my event.
That's
And all
right.
I'm asking for is 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're feeling it and you're networking, because I train the community that you guys got to get. Thursday night is unapologetic and uncensored. You got to get your ass up off the couch.
Period.
Nobody coming to save you. Coach can take care. He can put your children on the field, but he can't do it all by himself.
Come on, man.
Coach's wife can be there, but she can't do it all by herself. Miss Gwen can't do it all by herself, and we tend to want to dump something on somebody and let them do it all by themselves. Mr. Robinson has a very unique program. He had to take his program down to Vicksburg. He had to take his program down to Vicksburg. And when you see the information that I'm about to unfold, you're like, wow, how come we don't have this at Forest Hill? I got a call today from the LOC, which is the Local Organizing Committee. They have a CERT program, Community Emergency Response Team. It's free. All Brother Kareem wants you to do, and don't, they're not pushing the Nation of Islam. They're pushing when a disaster happens in our community, instead of us being on this side of the table, we get to be over here providing the services with Red Cross, FEMA, because they're going to be delayed getting there. As soon as something happens in our community, we on the phone with one another, knowing how to go, where to go, and what we need to do to set up to start providing services. So the CERT program, and then he's got a program that is Southern. I couldn't really get the gist of what he was saying today, but they've got a program where they're giving out scholarships at Southern. I'm not sure if it's Southern Baton Rouge for aeronautics.
Oh, wow.
So this is the type of information that we are connecting to. Yeah, so let's just take advantage of one another, and let's make sure our children, our babies get it.
Yep.
Okay. So when we start this, 2 minutes. When we start this, she'll go first because she's just going to blast us on her event. You'll get a chance to come back and really sit so we can get the story.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, you comfortable? Okay, them chocolates and waters for you guys. Okay. All right. And then we'll come around to, do you want me to do you guys got an event coming up too, right? We'll let you go first, and then we'll let Coach come behind you. And then we'll come back, with, since you got the moolah. And then what'll happen is the conversation will interact between you all and ask questions so that we can be more engaged. Because this brother is connected, just like you connected with some serious resources. But we got to show up ready to take advantage of it.
That's right.
Because they're already looking for us not to show up right.
That's right.
So even tonight, there's a reason for it. Because it's 7. I want to make sure that when this show, when I say 7, it's 7. When I say 6:30, It's so that we can, because I'm building value. Yeah. This channel is about 3,000 people in the group. Quinn, you okay? Okay. They say you need to watch one that's most quiet. Yeah. Okay. If the group is about 3,000, you all have access to the group. But sometimes it takes me 2-3 days to put your information there because I'm so busy. I'm running. So hopefully I'll find me some administrative assistants so they can kind of assist me in putting the stuff in. Also, we're averaging about 80 to 100,000 touches a week. That's what Facebook says.
All right
I'm
now.
down this week, but I still got 80,000 touches.
Come on.
Okay, I can be down.
I know that's
80,000.
right. Yeah.
I mean, and it's not about the money. It's about the reach.
Yeah, Rachel.
We've got reach all the way over in Nairobi, Kenya. Okay.
Cool.
All right. And it's down to Houston, California,
Okay.
LA from Chattanooga.
Come
so
on
that's
now.
the reach. So when we're reaching, we just ain't reaching in Jackson. We ain't getting paid in that.
Come on,
So
man.
we got to be touching other folks like you have done, like you're doing, Coach. So this allows us an opportunity. Hopefully the show, depending on the energy that you guys bring, 400-500 touches.
Yeah, come on.
400-500 touches. Okay. All right, so let me turn some air on because I done got hot. Some water there. And we can jump this thing.
Get them out that water.
Awesome. Sound good
So
to
we're
me.
going to breathe.
All right, then.
Take a deep breath.
Now, what's your name?
Trina B.
Trina B. Oh, okay. Look. Somebody sent me this at 3:48 today. That's fun. Her name is Natalie. She worked. She went out security, and she was like, she said, send that flyer out to me, and I was like, what? I didn't even know. Like, I'm just not. When she said the name, I was like, oh, I just seen that today, but I ain't even read it at all.
I do quite a bit of curating of events, community programming,
109876-503. Miss Morris Odie, thank you so much for connecting. I've got some superheroes in the building. Please let me know if you can hear us, because you know your boy is super hyped up. All right. Miss Trina B, go ahead and speak for me.
Greetings and salutations.
Wow. Damn. Okay, I ain't gonna use no hard cuss words up in here because he don't allow that. But damn, that's all right. Greetings and salutations.
All right, then.
After a long day like today, why greetings and salutations?
That comes from the I Love Jackson State University.
Hold on, let me get you on the mic. Let me get
You better let them know today.
Hold on, we got some. Wait a minute. Hit it again. Introduce yourself again.
Greetings and salutations. I am Trina Blaylock, better known as Trina B, and I hail from the I Love Jackson State University.
Wow.
No, that's right.
And that's a serious superhero. I thought I saw you flying over the skies today. Yeah, okay. Miss Trina B, what is the name of your organization and what you got going on this coming Saturday?
Yes.
Okay.
Saturday, July the 12th. Riverside Collective, we are having our grand opening. We are a youth-based, youth-led coffee and community house. So we will have from 2 to 5, we'll have an open house, grand opening, free coffee, free ice cream. We'll have game for the kid. For the kids, we'll have opportunities for adults to come in and kind of speak with us. We can tell you some of the things we're have going on, some free programming. One of our pillars is entrepreneurship. So on August the 3rd, we'll have a community block party, school supply drive, and vendors out there, food trucks, DJ music. It's just the opportunity for us to network and get you guys in. And then the last Friday of the month, we have another event where we'll have a community garage sale. So if you have things in your house that you're trying to get rid of, it'll be no charge. Come out, set up, sell your goods.
Hold that thought. That's not debris. That's not stuff that's non-usable.
Please don't bring.
That's the roller dump off. What is that right, Miss Gwen?
No, this not the roll off.
No, we're not dumping nothing.
Not doing it.
At Miss Trina B's location.
Do not bring
Please,
the toys
get
and
your
the
feelings right.
Do not bring your house phone from 1983.
Oh, come on.
Please do not bring that couch that you know needs 16 boards and got 6 screws hanging out of it. That's not what this is for. Bring your nice stuff that you no longer need so that you can help get rid of it. And then that'll give you an opportunity to tell you about some of the other programs we have going on. I'm going to give you a brief snippet. The councilwoman who is newly elected, she will be there Saturday, but also we're partnering with her to bring some things like financial planning, financial literacy, and things to South Jackson. We're just in the process of trying to build up the community so that people can kind of see what's going on. And we are at 3510 Terry Road. And if you don't know where that is the old Kroger's parking lot. The abandoned bank building has been totally reimagined. When you go in there, it looks different, and it is now a coffee house. And all of this was youth-based led. Our kids did this.
Damn, I gave Miss Trina B 3 minutes and she took 30.
You know.
30 minutes on deck. All right, thank you so much, Miss Trina B. Miss Trina B, do you all have a social media?
Yes, Riverside Collective JXN on Instagram. And if you need to reach me personally, my phone number is 601-622-6230.
What's the hours of operation? Because our people may call whenever they feel like they need to call. So what are your hours?
Call me. I keep red office hours. If you watch, I got office hours like Red, 9 to 5. Don't call me after 5. Text me because I'll hit you back the next day.
Okay. All right. We're going to come on around to Forest Hill. Woohoo. Ooh, wait. Hold on. Let me get over here on my camera. Let me see where I am. Here we go. Who we're gonna start? We're gonna start with the coach. Coach, you calling the plays. Who we gonna start with first? Who you gonna call out the locker room?
I'm gonna let Madam President take over first, man. Let her get on the microphone and do her thing first.
Go right ahead. Let them know who you are and what we got going on.
All right. This is Gwen Wilks. I bring you greetings from the Forest Hill Football Quarterback Club, led by our of course, our head coach, Tony Field. We also have his wife, Erica Field, in the building. Say hey.
We're going to slip Miss Field in here. She just, we're doing the icebreaker right now, but she'll get on the camera in a minute.
But yeah, just bringing greetings. Just wanted to let y'all know that Forest Hill football athletes and coaching staff will be at Domino's this Saturday, holding signs as a way of promoting our program and fundraiser through Domino's, inviting people to come through from 10 to 4 to get the $5.99 pizza. You'll tell Domino's that you're using our Forest Hill code. We haven't gotten that yet, but when you come through, we'll be able to give it to you. We also have our Family Day and Kickback coming up next Saturday, July 19th, from 4 o'clock to about 8 p.m. We're also asking people to do a drive-by and drop off laundry detergent and snacks as well. And I think that's about it as far as what we have coming up.
Share with them again about the $5.99, because we create our own platforms and our own rules, and they don't want Miss Gwen to check them out there on Saturday. Go right here. Tell them again about the $5.99.
Running that back, Forest Hill football players and the coaching staff will be at Domino's on Saturday. You will just come to the drive-through, let them know that you're supporting Forest Hill, and so that you can get the $5.99 discount on your pizza.
Okay, and then also
Robinson Road location. Thank you, Coach.
Robinson Road Extension.
Robinson Road Extension.
Okay, all right, and also let's define drive-by.
All right.
Tell them again now. Let's define drive-by.
Well, when you're approaching Domino's on Robinson Road Extension, you'll see us out there with our signs waving and wanting you to honk and pull up to Domino's drive-through and order your two-topping pizza for $5.99 and let them know that you're supporting Forest Hill.
All right, that's Miss GW, and she don't play.
She in the building.
Yeah, she is on the couch. New visions.
We done made it.
We done made it.
We done made it.
We done made it. I told him I was a professional boo-boo, and I think we're breaking the ice now.
He was real honest.
Now, well, got to keep it real. Okay, now, Madam President.
Yes, sir.
We got somebody that's sitting over there next to you.
Yes.
Bring him to the coach. Can she bring you to the microphone?
That's fine.
All right, look, we're gonna have y'all listen in from our head coach Tony Field. He's an awesome person. He's here for the kids and the community. So we'll let him have the floor down.
All right. Again, my name is Coach Tony Field. The head football and track coach over at Forest Hill High School. Just entering into my 3rd season there. Been all over JPS. As far as the years of coaching and things like that, I've been to 3 different high schools around the city, and I also been outside of the city. So I've seen a lot of things change over the years. But over at Forest Hill, our 4 core values right now for my program is family, commitment, hard work, and discipline. We've been instilling those things for the last 4 years, and those kids are really buying into what we're doing right now. I have about 80 kids on the roster, man, that we are impacting every day. We do so much for the kids, and the kids do so much for us. You know, they keep us going. You know, they really bought into the program and really buying into what we're trying to do and change the culture around there when it comes to football and athletics at what we call the University of South Jackson.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw
that's
that.
right.
Who came up with that?
There's actually Principal Hampton's thing. You know, he brought that along a couple of years ago when he took back over the high school. He wanted to make it a staple thing out south that we'll be bigger than what some people think we are.
Okay.
And by calling it the University of South Jackson.
That's beautiful.
And, you know, we all kind of buying into this idea that we are the University of South Jackson. We are the only high school in South Jackson right now, with the unfortunate closing of Wingfield High School. So right now we're the only school out here, and we want to represent South Jackson in the best way we know how.
Powerful. You had 4 core values.
Yes, sir.
Okay, give me the first one again.
Family.
All right.
Yeah.
To my superheroes on the couch. What does family look like to you, Coach?
Family is when, you know, we all can come together with the same idea, and we all trust each other all at the same time. No matter what's going on, we won't turn our back on each other. When times get hard, we can uplift each other. So that's the things that we're trying to build inside of our kids. Just live an unselfish lifestyle.
Okay.
You know.
We're going to take out the word try neophyte commandant.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with conviction and intention.
Absolutely.
All right.
Try to. I can't. I'm gonna keep it
Yeah.
family oriented, but
Yeah,
I got a slogan for try.
Yeah,
Miss Trina B.
We can do that.
Yes.
What you got? What, I keep it real, coach.
Yeah, we can keep it 100.
Okay.
Man. You know how it goes.
Try to wipe your ass and see how shit it gets. You know what I'm saying? You got to reach right there and get that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we want
yeah.
to make sure that Forest Hill needs the conviction and the intention.
Yeah.
Not only, what other schools have you served?
My first stint was at Lanier High School. I
Okay,
spent,
833.
yeah. I spent 11 years over there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah?
At Lanier High School.
Okay.
Coached football and track over there. If you, I started actually this story. Coach Jonas James, who is the head basketball coach over there right now. I was working at the YMCA. Had just finished undergrad, and he saw me, and Lanier needs some coaches.
Okay.
And he asked me, did I know anything about football? And thanks to Coach James, I've been coaching right now for 19 seasons.
Wow.
He introduced me.
Thank you
to-
so much. Hold
yeah.
on.
Yeah,
I had them flown in from LA. Huh? I had them flown in. We ain't playing over here.
Let's go.
At Visions Unlimited Studio. Huh? You like that, Miss GW? Huh?
We with it.
I'm working on this. Hey. But,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, they got to go to
Let's
bed
go.
early.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
So
so
yeah,
that's family.
I've also we like I said, family. Even all the way across the city, when it comes to Jackson Public Schools, when it comes to all of our athletic programs, we try our best to support
Student
each other
athletes.
as much as we can.
Okay.
You know, so
Hey.
that's the thing.
What's the second school, coach? So we got Lanier 833. What was the second tour?
What inside of JPS
Yes, sir.
or all together?
Give it to
All
us.
right,
Feed
so
us.
so I left Lanier High School and I came to Forest Hill. So I came to Forest Hill in 2014. Stayed there 14, 15, 16, and 17 under the leadership of Coach Mario Lane. And when I left there, I went outside the city at that point.
Okay, where do we go?
I spent a year at Raymond.
Okay.
And then I left Raymond and went to Canton High School and served under the leadership of Coach Calvin Bolton, who's actually recently retired. You know, he got a lot of years in and did a lot of great things for us and leading those kids up at Canton High School. And then I came back to JPS. Went to Jim Hill High School with a friend. Actually, the guy who was the offense coordinator at Canton High School took the head coach job at Jim Hill. And it's really hard to find good help. I ain't gonna tell you no stories now. It's really hard to find good help and good coaches. And he reached out to me like, hey, coach, dude, what you think about coming down here to Jim Hill with me? And as much because I love JPS, I'm from Jackson now. I'm originally from Tunica, but I've been here 20 years. So Jackson is home now. And I always want to see our programs do well. So I came to Jim Hill and spent 2 years over there with him. Now, I hadn't been teaching all those years. But
you teaching life.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
right.
walking around the building, you teaching life. You demonstrating
Yeah,
life. You demonstrating manhood.
Yeah, absolutely. All
Okay.
day. And the Forest Hill job came open, and I hadn't been a head coach in all these years, so I said, I'm going to go ahead and give this thing a try. I had been in it for a long time, so there we go, try again.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're going to put a nearby commandant.
Hey, that's
I know
all
he
right.
got some wood in the car. He traveled with the wood. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
Go ahead. Some push-ups, some sit-ups. No, we ain't going to do no push-ups and sit-ups.
Hey, man, we still can do it.
Okay.
But yeah, took the head coach job at Forest Hill and been loving it ever since, man.
Okay. All right.
Loving it
So
ever
the first core value was family. What's the second one?
Commitment.
Commitment.
Yeah.
Hold on, before you say that, let me get this brother here on the microphone, my neophyte commandant. It's okay for me to do that. So you're supposed to get here at 6:30 so I can get this out of my system. But since I didn't, so the next core value is commitment.
Commitment, yes,
Sir,
sir.
would you please let them know who you are and what you got going on? And then we're going to follow up on that commitment.
On commitment. Okay. I'm Lawrence Robinson. I appreciate the time here. I won't say good evening salutation like Trina did, but I guess since it was so great, I'll take that. Salutations to all as well. But yeah, I'm Lawrence Robinson. I'm actually originally from Mississippi. I'm from Yazoo City, Mississippi.
Wow. Go ahead.
Graduate of Tougaloo College, of course. Not the Tougaloo College. Since we got the Jackson State,
That's
we might as well have the
right.
Tougaloo College.
We the Eaglets over at
Eagles,
Tougaloo.
the
Yeah,
Eagles
we
fly
fly
real high
Eagles.
out there. I was an ROTC student at Tougaloo College. Of course, that was over at Jackson State. So I spent about 21 years as an Army officer in the military after graduation. and then left there and spent another 21 years in what we call the tech industry. The Oracles, the Amazon Web Services, the Google, the Salesforce.
Look how humble he is. Look how humble he is.
So a lot of the big tech firms. And so what we have going here was up in the Virginia areas, a program called Future Kings. And that is a program where we take young men. And we probably say, why young men? Because when you look at it, yes, we don't need our women as well, but we wanted to focus on young men. Because we do believe that young men need to be back as part of the structure, back as head of the homes as well, trying to get young men to look at STEM fields. It's nothing wrong with the sports fields, nothing wrong with all the other fields, but how do we get them and pass the baton to those who don't understand how the STEM field works? So our program is taking kids from 6th through 12th grade. We get them early on because we want to expose them more so to the technology. They play with it, they're consumers of it, but they don't understand the back end pieces of it to where it really gives them an edge in terms of getting into that career field.
Wait. What do you mean when you say an edge?
Edge means if you look at the kids let me take my own experience.
Yes, sir.
I was a math computer science major at Tougaloo College. Now, that was back in 80s, 79, 80, 81. There was not a whole
82 for sure. 82 for sure. Okay.
There's not a lot of tech companies or things that I can go and see that'll give me that idea about what this really would mean and how does that apply. So I really was just taking the classes. And then when you think about in our community, underserved communities, when people say you have to take math and chemistry, and what do? We think, oh, that's too hard. Because our friends, our mentors, our parents say, oh, you got some hard classes. Yeah. You look at a kid's schedule and you say, man, you got 3 hard classes. Yeah. We see it as a tough obstacle. Most folks, like Asian community, they see it as a challenge. It's like, yes, that's what I want to have. So we didn't understand how all that science and those classes apply. So when you're taking linear algebra and calculus 2 and 3 and 4, what does that have to do with anything? You're taking computer science classes, what does that have to do with anything? Haven't had that, if I had the exposure early on to say, this is how these things work, this is how they look at, kids get excited about those things. So when I walk into the classroom, I'm looking for the academics. I'm looking for the knowledge because I've already seen how it works. I understand how it works. Yep. So now the next piece is I'm ready for that academic curriculum. And most kids can excel. And we found out that our kids who had no intention of going into the STEM field, they were just not going to school, working in our program. After 4 or 5 years, these kids were thriving. They were not only thriving, they were getting scholarships to some of the big schools, the Johns Hopkins, the Yale, the Carnegie. This is kids who wouldn't have gone to school, but yet they're now going to school and they're majoring in the STEM curriculum and they're exceeding in it because those are a lot of high-paying career jobs that we need to also be intentional about trying to make sure we get our kids engaged in that.
Yep. I love it.
Love it.
Hey, man, do we need to breathe on that? Okay, so, Coach, you said commitment.
Yes, sir.
Commitment. What can our community do, Mr. Robinson, to be more committed to touching and connecting with you and let me say it like this, connecting with future kings?
I like that question. Let me put it this way, because I think you said something earlier on. There's a lot of things that we do. Because when you take a child, it's a holistic approach. I'm not doing what Coach is doing. I'm not doing what Trina's doing. How do we make sure, if you look at if I'm committed to the child, the kids, if we're all committed to the kids, we know not one organization would do one thing totally for the kids.
That's true.
I don't do tutoring. I'm doing STEM. So if I have a young man that's kind of behind, we need an organization, whoever's running the Civian or whoever these organizations are, to help that young man get up to speed. If he has some issues over here, that's not what we do. So all of us, if we look at the holistic, if we take these young men or the young men and women and look at it from a holistic approach, we know that one organization is not going to do it all. So we need to come as an alliance more so than as competitors. Alliance. So commitment means everybody needs to be committed to what their focus are, but commitment is to those people that we say we're supporting.
Ms. GW, what is an alliance? Based on the things that you, President, Ask Jen, downtown with the you are coordinating events. You're moving people around. You're encouraging folks. You're looking at folks saying like, "How in the hell did you get to be grown?" All right. What does alliance look like to you?
To me, it gets back to just people coming back together to to be on one accord, and all of us kind of along the same goal line of wanting things to be better.
Okay.
For not just for our immediate selves, but for just everybody as a whole.
Powerful. Okay, Coach. So we did the first word we did, Miss Trina B. You paying attention over there? You got your
Family.
notes? Family was the first one. Hold on, let me get us back on here. Family. I didn't give you guys a disclaimer that I run the room. Coach, so y'all do Bull in the Ring?
Yeah, no, we cannot do Bull in the Ring.
Do you remember
anymore.
Bull in the Ring?
Absolutely, I did it.
I did it too.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
it knocked out.
Yeah. We can't do Bull in the Ring anymore.
Okay.
No.
Bull in the Ring. All right. Man, that was back in the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, they stopped that in early 2000s.
Okay. Bull in the
Can't
Ring.
do Bull in the Ring
Why?
anymore. Too many concussions.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yeah.
It'll get
too
you
many
set up.
injuries. Absolutely.
Okay. I'm glad you and I are on the same page.
Absolutely.
They should have outlawed that when I was
Yeah,
playing.
absolutely.
Okay. All right. So Trina B.
Yes,
the first
sir.
word was what?
Family.
All right. What was the second word?
Commitment.
Commitment. So now we're going to the third word.
Yeah.
What's the third word, Coach?
Hard work.
Hard work.
Hard work.
Okay. Go right ahead, Coach. Give us some hard work.
So when we get our kids fully committed, we want them to
Fully
understand it's going to be really hard for them to become a holistic athlete. And what that means to us is that we want our kids to excel on and off the field. You know, we're going to work your butt off on the field, every day in the sun. We start our summer practice at 3:00, man. Y'all know how hot it is, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So we at 3:00 every day, all throughout the summer. And I had a couple gripes from a couple parents. It's the high, I know. But I know this the type of atmosphere that we're going to play in. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable most days that you're out there. You're going to be uncomfortable on Friday nights. It's going to be uncomfortable. So a lot of kids go home and it's uncomfortable at home. So we try to get our kids into a mindset that, especially our young black men, that, hey, if you can endure and work through this, when you become a man, you're going to be able to face all challenges that come your way. So hard work means so much to us because I challenge those kids, like I said, in the classroom to be A students. I try my best to make sure that my program has the highest GPA over all athletics inside of the building.
Hold on. I got to get my money's worth out of these LA folks. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Like and this year, I made all my seniors. To go and take the ACT together.
Powerful.
Over at Clinton High School once the season was over with.
Very nice.
And I had out of that group, I got I think 2 20s and a 25 out of that group. All of them graduated.
How many seniors?
I had 14 seniors this year.
Okay.
All of them graduated. I got 5 military guys, and everybody else went to college. I got one. Well, everybody else except for one is a workforce guy.
Okay.
So hard work has definitely paid off for those guys.
Brother Robinson, how do you, or what can Coach, what can Miss GW, what can Trina B, I got to get that right since she used that big word salutation on me over here. I don't want to mess her name up. Okay, when you hear the products that's coming off the assembly line, how do they connect with you? He had how many military again, Coach?
I had 5 military guys.
5 military guys. How many?
I had the rest, with the exception of one, will be a workforce guy. College, JUCO, junior college. I got two at Valley, and the rest are JUCOs and one workforce guy.
Okay. So how can they connect with you once we leave here tonight?
No, in terms of what? In terms of how we can work together?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
Yeah.
are we looking for the juniors down now since the seniors have already
We're
done
looking for
their
the
time?
juniors on down, and I love the idea of 2 things: commitment and hard work, because you're going to have to be committed. It's going to take some work.
Right.
So if you look at it's the things that you're teaching, is undergoing exactly the same thing we're teaching, which is if they're committed to something, they have to work for something, then they'll be working they're working toward the things we want to teach them. Because in our program, we have talking about some of our sponsors who said, we have Google as one of our sponsors. They're the ones who actually gave us the seed money to start the program here in Jackson.
What is seed money, Coach?
Seed money
what is seed money?
Seed money means we're looking to get something started. It's a pilot. Mentioned. That's why I say it's a pilot. We don't have all the kids. We have a limited amount of funding so we got to make this program right. Now, the reason they're giving us money is, Amazon is giving us a platform. They're here. You probably heard that Amazon is investing $10 billion. Google has something here as well. Several of these companies have things here. But if we don't have kids that's going to get ready to be part of that and understand the technology, then those same kids that we talk about supporting and helping out, they'll be left behind.
Okay.
So the way I see our programs correcting is, if you have kids that's, yes, they play football, play sports. You teach them those things. You're teaching them discipline. Those that's interested in that STEM field, we would love to have those kids as part of the program, because it will undergird exactly what you just talked about. We don't have to worry about that part. We know we're getting kids that's already taught, that see the value in hard work, see the value in commitment. So I would love to see if there's any 1, 2, whatever kids that may be interested in that. Absolutely, I think that'd be great for the program. And that goes back to what I was telling you earlier, how we have to look at this as a holistic approach. They're not my kids, they're not your kids. They're kids that we want to commit together towards. So we all must come together as a family. That same word you use. If I'm part of the family, I'll be truthful and say, hey, I can't do this, but let me send you over here.
Absolutely.
We're not in competition.
Absolutely.
We're not in competition for these kids. When we see these kids grow out and do well, then we all say, hey, we've done good for our community. And that's what this whole community strong means.
Look out now. This GW, I'm going to keep you around here if I come down. Man, GW.
Yes.
You having fun? We ain't got started yet. You having fun? GW, what is the hard work of being a president of a booster club that's already got some... Oh, and Coach, look at Coach shaking his head. Coach, let me get you on camera. Why you shaking your head, Coach?
Man.
Y'all got long nights.
You don't want that to
It's
Y'all got long nights.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
And I want to commend you all that you all took the Falcon from Wing... Wait, is that... Wait. What's the logo? Is that the Falcon?
Yeah, the Wingfield was Falcons, but we're the Patriots. Forest Hill changed its logo a couple years ago.
Man,
they
that's
went
all
the
right.
went with the Patriot Eagle. And we, like I said, we embraced those young men and women who came over from Wingfield, and we did a lot with those kids, and they embracing the fact that
Y'all kept yourselves off the news for sure.
Absolutely.
Because before they came, man, they gonna be. We do a whole lot of talking.
Yeah,
so I want to commend the
It was.
parents. I want to commend the adults, and I want to
was.
commend you all being accountable, responsible, being on top of it.
Absolutely.
Okay, but go ahead, sir.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't the transition that everybody expected it to be. Everybody thought it was going to be bad with the mix of kids inside of South Jackson, but they proved most all of the adults wrong. We didn't have the amount of gang fights and stuff like that they thought was going to
Glad
happen.
you called it like you said, gang fight.
Yeah, that's what they thought was going to happen. But we didn't have those type of actions over there. Actually, school, we did very well with that transition. We was prepared and all for those type of things, but with the grace of God, we didn't have to face that.
Good.
So,
Powerful. All right, so Miss GW,
Yes.
tell me about some hard work, but also not only tell me about the hard work of being the president, but being able to make the program, the Future Kings, a benefit of being a catalyst for leaving the institution. So what type of hard work are you experiencing, and what can the community and people like Mr. Robinson and people like Miss Salutation, Trina B, what can we do to pour into you with what you're doing?
Well, I'm gonna drive outside of that line and not call it hard work, because when you're being obedient, it doesn't feel like work, to that degree.
Hold on.
I like that. Yeah, so give us
Yeah, but when you're being obedient, you're here for service, and you're doing it all for the betterment of, for everybody again. So when I think about Mr. Robinson's program, just making the connection, number one, tonight, and we appreciate you for the opportunity. I'm over here making notes and brainstorming already.
Let me
about
tell you, you
how-
apply pressure. You don't play. When you call Bro Robinson, I had you on the couch by yourself. Is it turning out okay? This lady sent me a text message like, I got to get on there. We got to do. Let me look at my phone. I said, what?
Because it came in my head. I'm like, ooh, that'd be
I knew
good.
something was
Let's
up
do
when she
this.
let me pour my business into about my own household. I can call him whenever I get ready. I can text him, but go right ahead. When you're being obedient.
When you're being obedient. It's not, you don't, you're just being a servant. And it when you're serving from within, it doesn't feel like hard work. So, already with Mr. Lawrence program, we had a chance to chat a little bit before we got into the interview, but with the connection with the athletes that we already have, the energy that they bring, I just think it's gonna be it's gonna be easy for us to make the connection and build on both programs as a whole.
You want me to tell you some hard work?
Give me some hard work.
I'll give you some hard work.
Give me some hard work.
All right. We feed these kids every day for the most part. Wow. All right. So we have a pantry there. And a lot of times I ask my parents to bring nabs and stuff like that up to the school and to make sure. A lot of kids, they won't eat.
Keep it real.
They don't eat.
Right.
All right. So, and they go home hungry sometimes. And sometimes they have to go in the pantry and take stuff home. You know, and it's not all of them. Sometimes they get it because it's just there now.
Right.
They still kids.
Right.
You know, just like the washing powder thing she mentioned earlier. We when I first got there, it was my goal to make sure that our kids do not have to worry about practice clothes. Everywhere I've been, our kids, I wanted my kids to look uniform. We had practice. If we go somewhere, I wanted them to look uniform.
They look good too, yeah.
And so we raised money so that we could buy those things. And raising money isn't easy.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And getting parent participation is hard work. Just to be honest, you know what I mean? Getting kid participation on the weekend is hard work. So we did a lot of work to make sure that our kids look good. We spend thousands of dollars on these things, and we wash these clothes. These kids don't have to bring anything to practice. So all they do is take them off, put them on a loop that we bought also. You know, the school doesn't provide these things.
Right.
These are things that we raise money to do. And they put it in the basket. Me, my staff, we wash it. We hang it back in their locker before they come. Our kids have 3 sets of clothes now because we work really, really hard to make sure that we have what we need. You know, those are some of the things, some of the hurdles that we have. Like, we take kids home every day. You know, sometimes kids don't have rides home.
Right.
You know, she tried to buy me a van. You know what I'm saying?
She said she gonna get a van.
Yeah,
It's
she was
coming.
gonna buy me a van.
Trying to get a van.
They gonna get a van.
She was gonna buy me a van. So I have, you know, kids carpool, you know, with each other. I have parents who got a chance to meet other parents and they're okay with little Johnny jumping in the car with them and things
That's
like
family.
that. Yeah, that's family.
That's family.
So we're building a real atmosphere around there so that we all can come together and make sure that all our kids have the best experience.
That's beautiful.
But it's definitely hard work.
Brother Robinson, what does Forest Hill need to do so that when you're in the audience, under the light bulb, I saw you at the Google with the suave, I saw you with the tux. Excuse me, there I go, coach, with that try. Give me 50.
Yeah.
What does the school, the community need to do so that when you go into these rooms with these executives, that you can kind of start pitching some other things? What do we need to do to make your program successful so when you walk in, oh man, we finna dump. Here come Brother Robinson, Mr. Robinson, we finna give.
And his crew.
And his crew.
Yeah, success breeds success.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's really it. I love everything you're saying. You're right, because what
I
we
gotta
do on
chill
Saturday
then.
morning, we have to feed the kids, because you have to look at you're talking underserved communities, and it's not only commitment for the kids to be committed,
Right.
but it's a lot of commitment to those volunteers and to people like us.
Ooh-wee.
Because if you're not committed, it's easy to bail out, because nobody wants to drop these kids off.
No.
Nope.
Absolutely.
But when you're committed, the energy, the reason, and the purpose comes. Everything is about purpose. That's why I say we have to look at this as an alliance to say, hey, we all are trying to do something that's effective.
Yes.
We
Right.
can't keep depending on the government and everybody else to do it.
No.
We can get this done.
We can.
And then if we do our job, I'm a firm believer when I walk into some of these firms, they're going to be part of it.
Wow.
Because they're giving, and that's where that seed money, like we're just going to see how this works.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Because if we can get things right, and I share that if we walk it as an alliance, why not come up with a holistic plan to say, here's what we're doing for our community? People would jump on board. The problem is we do a lot of one-offs, but you're right. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of commitment. So going back to your question, I think what I'm hearing here from Forrest here, I love to figure out how we can work together.
Okay.
Because we have the same thing. You volunteers, you got to get volunteers, you got to get the food. We bring the kids in. That's a no-brainer. We're going to feed them breakfast because it's Saturday mornings we meet.
Right.
And we're going to do breakfast as well, do lunch. And we realize that some kids come just for the meal. For right now, that's okay.
Right.
But eventually
Man.
they'll come
They
for
will.
everything else that goes along with it.
That's why I turned out to be 20% of the man that I am, because you took time out to pour into me. You sure did. You sure did. Miss Trina B, you over there mighty quiet. Anything you need to connect with on this?
No, I love it, because when I step in the room, I step in the room with the mindset of collaboration, not congregation.
Wait. Say that again.
When I walk in the room, I step in the room with the mindset of collaboration and not congregation.
What's the difference in the
that's
two?
different. Because when you collaborate, you're looking to work together for the greater good of it. When you congregate, you just there just for a minute, for a good time and not a long time.
All right, girl.
Oh, we got some applying pressure on the couch.
Collaborative part. I may not be able to do it, but let me put you in the direction
Yeah.
of a connection or a resource that I have that may be able to help you.
That's it.
And then my niece and nephew go to Forest. When my niece graduated, my nephew currently goes to Forest Hill.
That's okay.
Okay. Hey, and we're
Well, I'm
not.
sorry. He gonna get me. My niece gonna get me. She said it's the University of South Jackson.
That's
that's
right.
right.
University of South Jackson.
To get us together, get all of us
University of
together.
South Jackson. Trina B,
Yes, sir.
when I asked you, how did you find me? What was your response? You didn't really want to give it to me. And I said, I'm not being facetious or anything. I'm just curious to know, how did you find Community Strong for Jackson MS, Mr. Hey, Hey, Hey?
I'm gonna be real honest. So somebody, I went looking for the president, and somebody was like, "Nah, call."
And don't call the organization name, but keep going.
Yeah, they
keep
was
going.
like, get in contact with Howard Sanders. And I was like, well, do you have a number on him? And they said no. They was like, but I mean, you could find him. They was like, you could find him, Trina B.
Yeah, you did.
So
you found me.
I did
You
like
found
a
me.
background check almost.
Okay.
To
Okay.
get his number.
Okay.
And so I called him, and he didn't answer, but his voicemail cracked me up.
I got about 3 out there.
This voicemail was like, greetings, how are you? If your airbag is deployed, I was like, wait, did my airbag deployed?
That's my business.
But
right
when he
here.
called me back, he was so nice. He was so super nice, and he answered my questions, and he was in the mindset of collaboration, not congregation. Because he easily could have said, oh, yeah, send me the flyer, and I'll just send it out. But he took time to find out exactly what I had going on, how he could assist, and how I could assist him. And that's what I loved from jump. So when I was sitting there, I was actually in the process of making a commercial while we were sitting there. That's why I wasn't saying anything. I was making a commercial for a client for social media, but I was listening, and the whole time I was listening, I was like, yeah, I need to connect them with such and such. I was like, yeah, I need to connect him with such and such, because that'll help get him students and get people who
Because we're supposed to have this program, and we're not taking. And I want to make sure that our listening and viewing audience understands when we do something right. What was the word that you used? Not hard work. You called it
obedience.
Being obedient.
when we're being obedient. And I understand that when I wake up, I'm being favored. It's time for me to serve. This can move throughout the entire city.
Yes.
So we're not just alienating one side of the city, which sometimes happens subconsciously. I'm not wean. It's subconsciously. So if we can get this up and rolling in South Jackson, which is a prime location, now we can move it across
Absolutely.
the city.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So my teammates, my family members is watching and listening. Oh man, we need this over here. Let's get it set up over here.
That's why it's a pilot. That's what
And
we call
then
it,
we'll
a pilot.
move it across. Did I cut you off, Miss Trina B? Because I'm good at doing that.
No, you fine.
All right.
Fine. I love it.
Mr. Robinson, what is the word alliance? Well, hold on. Miss GW, what does alliance look like to you? Alliance.
Back to alliance. I mean, again, we're all in this room together. We're all in here for the same common goal of community and unity. So it's just we're forming that what it is, just what it is, an alliance to meet that one goal. Is making things better for everybody. In the
Okay.
community.
And Coach, what does alliance look like to you on the field and off the field?
When I think about alliance, I'm thinking about the umbrella effect. All of us fall under
Man,
one
y'all
umbrella.
got some brains in here tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah, so that's the thing. You know, we all fall under one umbrella. You know, we all covered together. You know, we're many parts in many areas, but it's all fall under one umbrella. One family, one group for one common goal, and that's really for the uplift of our community and our kids.
Trina B, alliance.
Alliance for me is a support system and a network that's gonna build you stronger. So where one might fall weak, you got another piece. It's like a stacking wood or like a Jenga game. You have that alliance of support that's going to support you through your good times, your bad times. And then alliance for me, a lot of it is accountability. Holding people accountable for their actions and what they do as you matriculate through all the stuff you got going on. It's somebody that holds you accountable and say, well, no, you said that you were going to make sure these kids got X, Y, and Z. Or you said that you were going to help make sure that, you know, that you were promoting this STEM program. Alliance is a structure that all of us fall together to make something stronger, because if I fall weak and I'm helping Miss GW, the alliance may break.
Okay. Now, Brother Robinson.
Yes, sir.
What does alliance look like when you're presenting the program to community, parents, and also, the results to the board? What does alliance look like to the community, to the parents, and then back when you're reporting the results to the board?
Yes. Alliance to me, from my perspective, is, we call it future kings. So when I'm talking to people, I'm talking to business folks, ultimately they want future resources. Government wants future taxpayers. Your city wants future tax. So whatever you're doing, if you're doing this for the kids, the alliance means we are going to all have to work together. It's just like, if I look at it, if I'm a city, there's no one person that does it all.
Exactly.
Right.
You got the various departments to do everything for the good of what? That city.
Yeah.
If we stay focused and say we're trying to do something for the good of these young men or these young women or the kids, what do we all bring to the table?
Right.
How do we come up? It's an elephant. It's a big elephant. So each of us have to take our own bite to really accomplish what we're trying to do. If it's about the young people.
Yes.
If it's about me, then I'm going to just get my little thing, do something for a week or two, check the box, and I put my little stuff out. I sign off. I'm good. Because to be honest, if you be real truthful, we got so many things going, but you say, are we making an impact?
Yeah,
That's it.
So when we really look at an alliance, are we really making an impact? If we're not making an impact, stop. Let's stop looking at what this person did, this. We look at the impact.
Yep.
Are we making a real impact in our community today by coming in with the things we're doing? If we're missing some things, let's take a step back and say, how do we make that happen? Because you talked about, Coach, you're feeding kids. You would have organizations say, we feed kids all the time. Why can't we bring them in to help do something to feed them? Because some people do certain things that I would love to partner with, but we don't work together. That's the hardest part. So alliance, going back to your point, from a business side of it, I have to walk in there with a solution.
Yep.
I can't walk in there with a half-piece solution. I have to walk and say, here's what we're doing, and we're going to have the right resources for you to now bring some more money, because what they're doing is, I'm going to build a business in Jackson. Amazon is saying, hey, I'm going to put $10 billion in there. I'm going to build these data centers.
Yeah.
Do we have the resource to operate them? If I can show that, hey, we are working a lot of things here, then now they say, hey, I can support that. I can support that. You have to make sure there's a tail. When I'm talking to board member folks there's a tail to what we're doing. There's something that's going to come out. The impact we're going to make has to be for the greater good of somebody who's trying to invest in us.
Yes.
If they're investing, you have to make it. You have to have that, what I call the impact.
Yeah.
To say, here's what we just done.
And
So
that
hopefully that answered the question that you asked.
It did. All right, Coach. So we got two. Trina B, what's the first one?
Family,
What's the second one?
commitment,
All right, Coach. You think we're ready for the third one? You gonna call it
We
third?
gave the
Oh, what's the third?
hard work.
Hard work.
You know what? I'm over here listening with my mouth, but I can be truthful about it. Hard work, Coach. What we got on the fourth plate?
last one.
This the one we're gonna punch in.
Yeah. The last one is discipline.
Ooh.
Yeah. Last one is discipline.
Coach, before you give me discipline, let's get GW on. Hold on.
Man.
I'm over here. Hold on. We're gonna come GW, Trina B,
Man.
Mr. Robinson, then we're gonna end up with you on the
Yeah.
discipline. All right, hold on, Miss GW. Let me pull you up here.
Yes.
All right, she hollering, yes. She done hit me with the word obedience.
Look, man.
All right, go right ahead, GW. What that discipline look like?
Look, discipline is staying the course. Look, and that thing got to be real solid. Look,
I know why she the president, Coach.
look, stay in the course. Like, yeah, it's it's not always perfect when it comes to discipline, but you know, when you're in it, you can maintain. I think that for me, that's what discipline looks like. I mean, pretty much just staying the course.
Okay, all right. Trina B, what discipline look like to you over there?
Discipline is focus. It's attendance versus impact. Discipline is doing it when you don't want to do it.
Oh wait.
Discipline is the difference between great and greater and greatness. Discipline should be what wakes you up in the morning.
Right.
Like my body wakes me up automatically before my alarm. I've disciplined myself. I've disciplined my children that these are the structures. This is what societally you need to look like. Discipline is hard. Yeah. That's that hard work. Yes. That's the results of hard work is discipline. Because you've taught and disciplined your players to where a lot of teams can't say they had 14 seniors graduate.
Not at all.
And a 20 and a 25 on ACT nowadays is great.
Right.
Because truth be told, I'm a former educator. And I've seen the 8s and the 9s on ACTs. And I used to be like, boy, don't they give you 10 for spelling your name correct?
Right.
Like, I've seen it. So that's what discipline looks like to me. It's showing up when you don't want to.
And as you all have all come to a agreement on is that we don't have to compete with one another. So if coach is doing something that's giving out good success, then I invite other coaches to come over and sit in the space with coach. Sometimes putting that top lip to that bottom lip and just closing it, get a whole lot out of it. Mr. Robinson, what does discipline look like to you, sir? And I know you know a whole lot about discipline. Go ahead.
All the things that's been talked about already by Gwen and Trina, it definitely come in hand. Because we do have some discipline as part of Future Kings, because the bottom line is we can do all this here, but that discipline leads to character. So if you're not disciplined to do this and do that, you're setting the tone for what your character is going to be like. People see that. And all the work we put into it, and all of a sudden now you don't want to show up on time. You're not disciplined to do this. You're not disciplined to follow through on this here. You're not disciplined to do the work. All that builds character. So the piece I see coming from all the things we're doing to help kids need to be disciplined. Yes, it leads to the type of character that you walk out the door with. So at some point, at the 18, 19, 20, whatever the age that means, you're going to have to show your own character. And that's going to have to be left on you. So if you haven't gone through the discipline, the things that we do, I hate to say it's like pleasure, but that builds character. You had to go through some things. You persevered through some things. You didn't like doing this here. You ain't like that, but you did it. But at some point in life, you say, that's a lot of character this guy have, because you learn from those things. So I take the discipline that we're talking about here that leads right into the character. That's to say that's the results. Yep. We need character.
Okay, Coach. Before you hit us with that discipline, hold on. Hold on. Discipline is training your mind not to give up even when it's hard or it hurts. Right. If it needs to get done, it gets done. Coach, what does discipline look like to you, sir? Reflect on discipline for us?
So discipline for us, as just say from a program perspective, is doing what's right when nobody's looking.
Ooh. All right.
Mix that integrity in that pie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Doing what you know that needs to be done and find a way to get it done when nobody's looking. Yeah. And it's also, we look at it as we is greater than me. When we start saying we are greater than me, when we start putting ourselves last, you start to do things that I know that can help my partner on the field. You being disciplined. You being in the right spot at the right time. You doing what you're supposed to do at the right time. You're not worried about what nobody's saying around you. You're not worried about the noise. Because we get distracted easy by noise and we become undisciplined. And if you always remember that, especially when it comes to athletics and in a sport as violent as football, we look at it because there are going to be times where you're in a hostile environment or you're in a hostile situation. Are you going to be disciplined enough when a guy just say spits in your face on the field, not to start a fight? Are you going to, because if you get into a fight, then the whole team gets into a fight, then guess what? 3 or 4 guys get put out. Now you're out for a couple of weeks.
Right.
Are you disciplined enough to maintain your composure? Because those type of things happen. I try to teach my kids also they got to be disciplined, even though you're wrong, even though sometimes you're right. You got to expect, respect authority, even though they're wrong.
Say
Because
that
in
again.
the-
Say that. Grown folks need to hear that.
Absolutely.
Say it again.
Even
please,
though
sir.
you're right, you have to respect authority.
Wow.
Because in the classroom, a lot of times you got to be
Yes.
disciplined enough to hold your tongue, even though you think the teacher is wrong.
Love it.
So those are the type of things that we try to teach our children, or I try to teach my athletes, because you got to respect the position. If a police officer pulls you over and said that you're speeding, you know you weren't speeding, guess what? You got to say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because you're not going to win that argument at that moment.
Wow.
You becoming hostile and undisciplined at that moment is not going to get you out of the situation. So the best thing you can do is challenge those things later on in a better way. We got to find a better way. And when we're undisciplined, we want to challenge those things in that moment.
Yep.
So we got to start thinking about things that are greater than ourselves and be disciplined in those times so that we can get ourselves in a better situation. Just like I tell my kids, if a teacher is giving you you feel like a teacher is mistreating you or anything like that, you can't win that. But you can tell me, and I can talk to a principal,
Yeah.
I can talk to a parent, and then we can fight those battles for you. But you can't fight those battles because they are in authority. So, but that's what discipline means to us in our program. Like I said, we got we is greater than me. That's one of our things, and we try to make sure our kids understand that they mean something to me and the team and their family. You represent your family first, then you represent the school, the community, and this team. So,
Man, let me
that
breathe. Let me breathe. Wow. We talking about connecting. We talking about a connection. Coach, I'm doing okay by
Oh, you're
by
doing
you?
great.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, man, don't make me smile. Don't make me smile.
Yeah.
Ten Hunt over there. Ten Hunt over there looking at me. Don't make me smile.
No, you're doing good now.
Okay, all right, Brother Robinson, Mr. Robinson, you have really presented yourself well, sir. I am so, I was good to Miss Trina because she wasn't ordering no T-shirts from me. If she had been ordering some T-shirts, because it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game. Okay, so we got 30 minutes. We got 30 minutes, and everything that you all have highlighted, make it happen, shock everyone.
Yep.
You all are doing that. By the end, I just hope that you're proud of yourself, that you look back on your experiences and see your strength and resilience. Mr. Robinson, what is your strength and resilience bringing the project, the program, the opportunity that you're bringing to community? Future Kings.
The strength is knowing that there's we remember the old poem we called The Bridge Builder.
Yes, sir. I think I got my hand waxed on that one. Go ahead.
So it's at some point in life, it's great to work, but when you see the need out there and you see that God blesses you in a way, how do you go back and give back? He puts us all in certain positions for us to do His plan. So at some point, when we take it off us and say, what do I need to do now? Then we find ourselves good at giving back. So let me make sure I got your question was.
Hell, I done forgot it.
Yeah.
Keep rolling.
But I want to make sure I'm going to lead back to the question, right? But the ideal is, for me, if I look at from a baton, I call it a baton. I'm coming back now because you know how in a relay you have folks that always have the baton. Somebody got to pass it correctly. Yeah. If you look at how the U.S. men team been doing over the last years in the Olympics, we've been screwing up on the baton pass. We dropped it, we passed it too soon, we passed it too late. And so if I look at this from my life experiences, the reason I'm looking at Future Kings, I want to be effective in passing the baton. You can't pass it when you're way down the road. I'm in a position now to be able to say, how do I make sure I start with these young men so that I can be able to pass that baton to these young men? I've seen some great things at some of the senior levels in some of these organizations. Fortunate, we don't see many of our color that's in there.
Right.
Wow.
But it's our job to go back and make sure we set the bridge. We got there.
Right.
Now, how do we make sure we don't just knock the letter down?
Right.
How do we make sure we don't just blow the bridge up? It's our job to go back now and make sure others are prepared. I got that by the grace of God. We're going to continue to make sure now. Let's be intentional about doing things to get others in the same position here. So I look at this whole ideal as bringing these young men up early on, teaching them the things that we know they have to experience, and so that when they're out there, they're prepared for it. We can't, I don't want to play victim. I
Thank you. Thank you.
We
can't blame the president.
The president did this. That's not us.
Right.
We know the
Right.
system. We know the board that's been laid out.
Right.
We got to go in and play the chess game and not play the checkers. Let's play chess and make sure we're moving the right pieces to get these kids to success. So my overall focus is how do we start doing these things now so where the young men and these young women will start now moving in the right direction. Because if we keep playing victim, they're going to hear victim, they're going to see victim, and that's what they're going to go back to. They're going to revert to what they see so much of. And so I'm hoping I'm getting to the point that we're going to get to that.
You are.
We have to start getting and being intentional about what we can do with giving back. And so let me stop there.
Okay, man, powerful.
And
Okay.
that's just my own experience. I just
Yes, sir.
realized that's my experience, and I know that I'm in a position to start offering some things back, and I must put the energy. That's what gives me passion now. It's not about me making $1 here, that's great, but I see there's a big need in our community to say, hey, we must start giving back.
When you've got parents on the couch, you've got community activists on the couch, you've got instructors and also coaches on the couch.
Yeah.
I think you're conveying that you are the gentleman that I need to be connected to for this program to be able to bring something into the city. And hopefully, after tonight, and I'm almost feeling it, that there will be a connection. Because we need you in our city too as well. There's not enough of you, but there is some of you that we need to get some of.
And I like that. And I thank you, because I think there was something we said early on that if we're just starting, if we start this, let's say with Forest Hill, for instance, just the kids
Oh,
there.
we started. We just started. It's already started.
The
GW
kids-
already got us on the
started this whole
program.
thing.
Saturday.
We take the kids at Forest Hill, and the plan was, if you look at the overall vision, the state wants it to be echoed across the state. But it starts first. Just let's make sure. Let me talk a little bit about why we have to do a pilot. The intent of we get these kids together. We're not just talking. We'll get them involved with practicing companies. They're actually using the Google technology, using the AWS tech, using those platforms. They're going through the certifications. So many of these kids, we have to have practicing companies. So that's why it's important for us to start with certain disciplines. We can start with cyber. Then all of a sudden we jump into the whole smart city or engineering or biomedical research. Most kids don't see those things. They don't understand all the career fields around biomedical research. All they think doctors and nurses. They forget all the other things that goes along with that. So that's why it's important to start small, and then we scale from there.
All right, before we move in, because we're about to get deep on this
Sure.
on this Future Kings, Miss GW, let them know what you all got going on in the next 2 weeks. Is it next 2 weeks, next 3 weeks?
Well, Saturday.
Okay, what we got going on Saturday?
Saturday again, Forest Hill athletes and coaching staff will be at Domino's on Robinson Road Extension. You'll see us out there holding Domino's signs and waving, encouraging cars to pull into the Domino's and order your 2-top and $5.99 pizza. Letting the cashier know that you're supporting Forest Hill. It's a fundraiser for us. And then within the next Saturday, July 19th, we'll be at Forest Hill Football Field House for our family day and back to school kickback is what we came up with. This is only our second time doing it, but it's becoming an annual thing. It's basically it's an opportunity for us to welcome the new parents, new athletes, and for us to just come together and just kind of hang out and fellowship before the season begins and before we're putting in the work or whatever. And that's gonna be from 4 o'clock to about 8 o'clock next Saturday. And we're also welcoming the community to come and drop off items to our laundry detergent pantry as well as our snack pantry as well.
All right. All right. Coach, what Community Strong do tonight when you pull up? What I say, get that what out?
Oh, man. Get that laundry detergent out. Got me a 5-gallon bucket of
No, you
gas.
did, man.
Hey, man, get
Come on.
that green stuff out my vehicle.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you.
I had to fill up twice, and I said, damn, why am I putting so much gas in my car?
Yeah,
I got this 5-gallon
Not a
bucket, a
5-gallon.
Big
Come
bucket.
on,
and
Hal.
it's got its own sprite. What is
Got
it?
it,
Got a
got
spout
its
Got
own
a spout to it.
part.
I wanted to
Yeah.
keep the spout.
We appreciate
I wanted to keep the spout, but I said
Yeah.
no. Also, I want to be the first one to
Hit
buy a
us.
pizza. Can I buy a pizza?
You can
Oh, yeah.
buy a pizza.
There
Look,
we go. There
we
go.
appreciate.
Is any tax on that?
We'll
That's
take it
it.
if it is.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
take care of the
It's
tax,
okay.
even if it
Okay.
was.
Okay.
Look, we are very grateful.
All right, so I'm challenging my community. Hey, how do you all, if people want to contribute, do you all have a Cash App or something? You want to shout that out?
Yes, we do have our Cash App is Quarterback Club.
Slow down with Because they slow. My
they
group is slow.
slow. Look. Let me make sure I get it right because I don't want us.
No, we don't want to come into me.
Look, we don't want to. Look, we don't want to
in the
go
universe
into anybody. Look, but it's the Patriots Quarterback Club.
Spell
Cash
that
App.
for us. Spell that for us.
PATRIOTS Quarterback QUARTER Clubs CLUB Cash App.
Okay. Spell Patriot again because I just misspelled it in my mind.
PATRIOTS Patriots.
IOIT?
That ain't what I said.
I'm saying, I'm asking.
Oh, well, stop jacking it up.
Okay. Let me be quiet.
PATRIOTS Patriots.
Okay. I told you, GW, get you straight now. Don't pull up with that foolish. Don't pull up with $3.99. And she told you it was $5.99. They might get the tax on it, but don't pull up with no $2.99. First pizza.
We appreciate
all right.
you.
I appreciate you guys. All right, Miss Trina B, what you got going on Saturday?
So Saturday is the grand opening of Riverside Collective Coffee Shop and Community Hub. Please come out between 2 and 5, 5 to 8. We are partying. And the address is, let me make sure I say it right, 5130 Terry Road. And if you cannot find it, look for the old Kroger's, and we will be there. Come out and support. Drop off your school supplies or donations. We will be accepting them. Because the kids go back July 28th.
All right. Coach, when do we kick off the Forest Hill 2025 season, sir?
All right. We have a fall jamboree game we'll be hosting at Forest Hill against Velma Jackson on August 21st.
Okay.
So we'll be hosting that. And then the following week, we'll be hosting our first official season opener against Callaway High School.
Okay.
That'll be a home game for us also on August 29th. Yeah, so season opener against Callaway, the last Friday of the month, and the Friday before we have a jamboree game against Velma Jackson High School.
Do you know what time the jamboree game is?
The jamboree game, we usually start there somewhere around 6:30 or something like that.
Is it a half game for
Yeah, it's a half a game.
Half game?
Yes, sir. And
pads and everything, all of the dressing.
Oh, yeah. We gonna get it on now. Yeah, we gonna get it on. Yeah. We definitely gonna get it on.
They can show up short if they want to.
Oh, yeah. We gonna
Ain't
get
my
it on.
fault.
No, we gonna get it on.
Okay.
You know, we're looking to have a great season this year, man. My initial group is going to be juniors this year. I'm real excited to see how much growth.
There go your candidates for your. There go your funnel. The funnel.
And if I said this over the radio, some of my kids get mad, but I do believe that's my smartest class I got right now.
Okay.
Those guys. Yeah. Now I got some seniors that can go too. I got a couple of seniors that are outstanding, but they know that junior class is kind of my baby. They bother me about that class, you know, but they know I love each and every last one of them the same. I tell them that often, you know, that I love them. And just like you thought it, when I said I had 3 kids, you thought I was talking about my own. I was talking about the football kids, you know. So I speak of them as if they're my own kids, you know, because I love them all the same. And I don't want anything to happen to any of them. But again, that season kickoff, man, we got about 6 home games this year right there in South Jackson. Homecoming to be on a Thursday this year. I know a lot of Patriots are looking for it. Patriots and Rebels are looking forward to that, but it's going to be on a Thursday. But still, we're going to have a great time out there on that Thursday. But we got a good season ahead of us, and I'm looking forward to it.
Did you all extend an invitation to Mr. Robinson to come on out?
Yeah.
Mr. Robinson always.
He always will.
Hey, listen, I may have to get him a sideline pass. He can take the calendar schedule.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, when he comes in town, you know, he can come in and
show up.
Yeah,
he needs to show up in
he's
that
a
red and
friend.
blue.
He's a friend of
He's a
Coach
friend.
Phil.
He's a friend.
For those first 2 games, I look at him.
Yeah.
You just need him to do his duty now.
Yeah, that's right.
Show some respect and show up.
That's all right. Yeah. Little service and do there now and
He
then.
ain't never had no youth in him.
Yeah.
He been a grown man ever since I met him.
Come on
Getting
now.
2 pieces.
Yeah.
GW, right quick before we get Mr. Robinson back in here, give us the shout out for the schedule. Who we playing? You got the schedule? Yeah, go ahead and give him the schedule.
Okay,
give him a rundown, President.
A little rundown. We got Callaway. It's a home game. August 29th. We got Vicksburg. It's an away game. Friday, September 5th. September 12th is a home game. Bay Springs. September 19th is a away game. Canton. September 25th is an away game for Lanier. But when I say away, we're going to be over at Hughes Field.
Okay.
October 2nd is our homecoming. We play Provine. October 10th, we play Terry, and that's a home game. October 16th is Hattiesburg. That's a home game. October 24th, we away. We go
That's
to
a
West
full
Jones.
schedule.
Yeah, we heavy.
Yeah.
October 31st is an away game. Again, we at Hughes Field. We play Jim Hill. And then November 7th, we're going to have senior night, and then we're going to play George County.
Okay.
And if we get real good, we're going to go to the playoffs.
Yeah,
November
yeah.
14th.
She didn't use the word try.
Can't try.
Nah.
She didn't-
So y'all
Do you
will see you at the
They
playoffs.
playing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
Coming up
We'll see in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
Hattiesburg will be here.
Yeah, we went there last year.
Yeah, we went to Hattiesburg last year.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a district game for us.
Do you have any children on the team, Miss GW?
Well, I have a bunch of nephews, is what I claim
Okay.
them. But as far as having any biological children, I don't have not one child.
Okay. Well, they say if they eat and poo poo in your house and flush the toilet, them yours.
Look, we'll take them. I
yours.
take all of them. Yeah,
Okay.
look, I call them my nephews.
That's the one thing I could say. You know, I got there. She had a nephew on the team, and her nephew left, and I was heartbroken because I thought she was gonna leave.
You told her no.
Yeah.
No, we need to go in here and renegotiate your
Yeah.
Doing it just
contract.
because of nephew.
Yeah. That's initially because it was my first year.
Right.
And she was. I mean, she
How long
took
have you been there?
this our third
This-
season
yeah.
together.
Okay.
So, and she don't have any kids there on the team.
That's good.
And
That's
you know that is
commitment. That's
real
commitment.
life commitment. That's why I show her so much. I call her Madam President every time I talk to her, and I try my best to show her as much appreciation as possible because it's hard to get people to just to volunteer a lot of times.
Right.
And then when you don't have anything invested, just say like a kid or anything like
You
that,
out.
it's really hard to get them to do it.
Right.
So you know, like I said, my hat's off to her. I can't never show her enough gratitude for how much we appreciate her and how much she worked for us.
Now, if people want to volunteer and support, do they go through the president and she screens them?
Yeah,
Okay,
she-
she's
she-
screening now.
she do all that.
She's screening now with a sifter.
I just do football.
Okay, so if you're interested in participating and being
A part of the quarterback club.
the quarterback club, this movement, this alliance,
Yes.
then please reach out. How do they communicate with you, Miss GW?
We can use our quarterback club email. Same thing. It's patriotsquarterbackclub@gmail.com.
Okay. All right. You guys got social media, anything over there?
We do. We got Instagram.
Okay.
We have an Instagram account. It's USJ Football Pats, PATS.
Okay.
You can find us on Instagram. You can see all the stuff that we're doing. We highlight a lot of things the kids are doing.
Okay.
Both in the on the field and off the field.
Okay.
You know, we try to celebrate them as much as possible.
Now we intentional, convicted with intention.
Yeah, all right,
That's
intentional.
okay.
We
good.
celebrate them as much
We
as
are,
possible.
we are celebrating them.
Yeah,
Yes.
we are
God,
celebrating.
we
them.
loving it. We don't need no permission.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
You
And they know it too.
Yeah, they know it. They know it.
So what we just did was we just pitch decked you all to Mr. Robinson.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
now
right.
Mr. Robinson is about to pitch deck us back. So you guys hold tight. We got about 30 more minutes. Future Kings, collaborating to close the gap. Mission focus, partnering to create pipelines of talent into emerging technologies. Mentor, educate, train, and provide experiential learning experiences and expertise in the 21st century. Are you all incorporating some of that AI stuff in this, Mr. Robinson?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. All right. To create a pipeline of young men from underserved and local communities who excel in STEAM-related careers and positively influence their communities. Anything you want to elaborate on?
You did a great job on
Okay.
that.
So, okay. All right.
You did good.
Like reading a poem, huh?
You read the poem.
Hey, you know what they said? No matter what Sean T told me was, no matter what we do, you got to learn this information. I'm like, what?
You did a
Okay.
good job reading it.
All right. I paid attention to the reading part. Creating pipelines of talent into emerging technologies. You want to give a couple of bullets on that?
Yeah, yeah. The pipeline, and when you look at the underserved community, I think I shared it early on, especially in our underserved communities. The pipeline, the jobs are coming.
Okay.
They're going to be created. The question is, do we have our community in the pipeline?
Come on.
We can sit there and say, "Oh, and here's the reality: if I decide to bring and put some big technology company here, I want to know that the resources are here. I know that I want to know there's a pipeline. I have to work with the Jackson State, all the schools here. Do I have a pipeline that's going to help me with my business grow, or do I have to bring in folks from India or other places to be able to do the job And that's what's going to happen. They're going to come in.
Right.
If I put my business here, they're going to come here.
They're going to follow the
They're going to
circus.
follow the money.
They
The
follow the
jobs going to
circus.
be out there. They're going to come here. You look around and like, oh, where's our people? Where's the underserved community? We didn't do a good job of what we should have been doing,
Wow.
preparing them for that.
City, please listen.
So
I mean,
because we
seriously,
have to
adults,
create the
please
workforce.
listen. Yeah.
I mean, what happens? Folks can they can work here and be living somewhere else. So what happened is, do you really get the taxes here? So there's a lot of things that goes into that. So we have to be intentional about making sure that if we want our community, our underserved community, to start looking at bringing themselves up out of those areas as well, because we're not trying to get them to move.
Right.
We're trying to get them to have the resources they need to build their community up.
Yes.
If they can't build the community up, then how would they do it? So I think the intent is to really make sure that there's all kinds of jobs out there. We're just trying to be intentional about the STEM-related careers because we seem to be missing those.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with all the air conditioning, all the things you work on, those trade skills. Those are everywhere. Let's be intentional also about the STEM fields that we're trying to support.
What is STEM?
Science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Those AI, all those tech jobs that you see. To be quite frank, everything is STEM. The reason I got really excited about this, not excited, but the reason I started pushing, as part of Amazon, I came down one to talk to, I won't call any names or call anybody out,
Right.
to be part of the program to say, hey, let's look at how do we get, you remember back in our days they had VOTEC. They called it
Right,
VOTEC.
VOTEC.
Now they use a fancy name for CTE.
Right.
So
What's CTE?
How do we
What is
get,
CTE? What is
yeah,
CTE?
what is it? See, career technical.
Career technical.
Yeah, they call it VOTEC.
Right. Yeah, but it's VOTEC nowadays.
I know that's right.
All right.
But in VOTEC, when you have an auto mechanic, you see a car smoking, it's on fire, something wrong with the car.
Yeah.
But now that's when I know I'm going to stop and go to the service station because
Come on,
the car is
man.
messed up. But now they got sensors and they this is what they call IoT, Internet of Things. It's just a lot of little sensors going off.
Yeah.
That's technology. If you look at, when they asked me about getting some of the students to come to the fulfillment center when Amazon put out there, I looked around like, it's not a lot of student jobs there.
Right.
It's not like a warehouse. The warehouse is more delivery, folks.
Wow.
Most of the things is robotics. Okay, now you have a lot of technology that goes into things here, and we have to make sure our students are being prepared for that workforce. So it's a way of making sure that we're not just leaving the kids to those jobs. We have to be intentional about leading kids to our what we call the STEM, the science, technology, engineering, mathematics, those high-paying career jobs. Be honest, those career pays quite a bit. You're talking 80,000 above. There's nothing wrong with having the 40,000, 50,000, 30. But if we can also be intentional about making sure that we're in the pipeline to have these students in these underserved communities to get those type of career jobs, it's a game changer for us. It's a game changer for our community. So when you use the term community strong, we have to also make sure we have people in the community that's bringing in the different types of income. You have folks that make 20,000 income. You may have somebody with 200,000. That's a community.
It is.
Now you work together on the community, but you can't keep saying let's get the money from over here to bring it in the community.
Right.
It just doesn't work that way.
So back in my day they called it the glass ceiling. So do you think that has been is there still a glass ceiling, or your program is going to make the difference in being able to move beyond the glass ceiling?
We can keep looking at the glass ceiling, or we can get inside the glass.
Wow.
So the glass ceiling used to mean we look at it and we just say no. If we're going to get there, that's it's not a lot of folks of color that or that we see in these underserved communities, whether Hispanic, whatever they are. We don't see a lot of that. But if we're going to be intentional about it, it's nothing wrong with that. We will be responsible for making sure that these students are prepared, these young men and women are prepared to get into that as well. So to answer that question about the glass ceiling, get in it. That's all.
Take the elevator.
Take the elevator if
All
we
right,
need to.
all right, walk up the
But don't
stairs.
sit there and keep looking at it and say, hey, how do I get in? The system is there. The process is there. You have to decide to get in it.
Creating pipelines of talent into emerging technologies. Volunteers, parents, school districts, higher education, chambers of commerce, economic development agencies, underserved adolescent males, corporate partners, nonprofit. That's all in the room right here.
All in the room right here.
Okay, all right.
That's who we have to work with. As I said early on, these are not my kids or the school kids. These are parents' kids. And so if you take all of them and put them in the same, if you put a circle around and say, these are the young people that we're trying to go out, it's a lot of people outside that. Let's make sure the focus stays on them.
Man, you all right. You're all right.
I'm trying to be that way.
Engineering
Trying to
great
just do my part.
futures, biomedical sciences, basic lab skills training, cyber security, computer game design, drone engineering, 21st century skills, problem solving, which is what we grew up on, critical thinking, entrepreneurship, solopreneurship, communication, collaboration.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Participant impact, STEM college and career aspirations, increased interest in pursuing STEM in college and the workplace. 100% graduated from high school compared to 75% for African Americans in Virginia. What does that mean?
Yeah,
100% graduated from high school.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the kids in our program, we have 100% graduation rate. We have 100, and those that graduate, they actually go into the STEM program.
Wow.
So that's so. So what we had to do is say, okay, now that we've had this program for several years, let's bring in a third party and say, what's the impact? Are we making an impact? So those numbers you're seeing there is probably from where we had someone say, okay, what are we doing for? Because you're going to have after you have several years of kids coming through the program. What's the impact?
Wow.
And so that's the why, and that keeps the motivation going because it's making a difference in our communities.
Now, Coach and GW and Trina B, if he says something you need a question, then please.
Please do.
Yeah, okay, we about to wrap this up. All right, STEM-focused college prep. 90% plan to major in a STEM field in college. 96% want their friends to join Future Kings. The best recruiter, a recruitment tool, is the person that's already involved in the activity.
That's it.
Okay.
That's exactly it. And so part of it, I think I was sharing with Coach early on, having someone in the school system to say, who are the kids that's aspiring to be in it? Because it's one thing about getting the word out, but knowing that we have a group of kids that's ready to come in and now be part of the program, those kids will bring other kids.
Wow.
And that's pretty much how we start.
Is that how it works on the Booster Club? Are people wanting to participate in the Booster Club, Ms. GW?
When we
The quarterback club. Let me be more specific.
Well, we're more interested in trying to get parents to be interested.
Wow.
That's our biggest.
Wow.
Look, that's what we run into. But for the most part, though, the people who are gonna be there and support the program, they're just gonna show up naturally. So. We put information out there. We welcome everybody.
That's all we can do. Plant the seeds.
Yeah, but whoever's going to be there is going to be there. So
okay. Participant impacts, peer and adult networks, developing supportive mentor networks to guide STEM careers. 100% of participants develop relationship with STEM professionals committed to their career success.
Right.
90% of participants feel they can become successful business owners. If you can touch it and play with it, you can recreate it.
You can recreate it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Feeling of belonging and potential to succeed in STEM careers. 100% see themselves in a STEM career. 85% feel their life's possibilities are greater after Future Kings. Okay. I'm just so happy that we have a men's program. I mean, the women are really stepping up. Go ahead.
And I've been asking, what's happened to Future Queens? So just for the ladies and for Gwen.
And I had that. Look, that was one of my burning questions.
She's been looking at you, mean Morgan.
I had that burning question, but go ahead.
Go right ahead.
Trust me, we would love to have a Future Queen. Here's the reality. If we just open it up right quick, we would probably have 25 women, 2 guys. That's just
true.
reality.
That's true.
So when we talk about intentional,
Yes.
and so because there's soft skills, there's a lot of things that goes on as well. We look at the households of young men, look at the households of our families and our communities. They're not together. They're destructive. I mean, Coach and you and your wife just see that. You don't see that much of it. And so if we have to figure out, okay, how do we deal with these young men and catch them? Are we going to catch are we going to create future queens? Absolutely. Okay. I've been asked that question several times. We just need to make sure we don't bite off too much.
Right.
Because we got to do piece by piece by piece. The foundations, let's get the foundation right. I still, from a biblical perspective, I think men need to be, when you see a lot of men doing something, you got some good support.
Yes.
Okay.
If you go any church you go to, you got a whole bunch of men and they're doing real work, you got a great solid place. As long as they're committed.
I like the way you frame that. You didn't say because you have an environment with a bunch of men. You said what men are doing real.
When men are doing the real and they're leading the things.
Being obedient.
They're being obedient. It's great.
Okay.
It helps with the family structure. It helps with other. I think the women will come along and be just right into it. But I think the reality is we're trying to be very intentional about the men.
I like
when
that.
we
Okay.
create the Future Queens program, remember I talked about it's the same folks.
Yep.
I'm dealing with the men. There's another group because there's soft skills we teach as well as part of the program. There's things we have to teach as part. We get these young men for four hours. There's STEM things, but there's the entrepreneur, the curriculum, those
Yes.
things. We want to be able to relate it to these young men and be able to share things with them so they come out to be young men.
Yep.
And now, we need to do the same thing. Women topics, those are things we want to make sure we get out. So it's not when people hear that, I do get that question a lot.
Yeah.
What about the women? What about the women? We just need to be very intentional about what we're doing for this initial piece here. And, whether it's 6 months, 1 year down the road, I don't know.
Okay.
But to the point we mentioned, we got to look at how do we take this down from here and now put it in Canton, put it over here. We got different Future Kings program with 20 kids, 30
Excuse
kids
me.
across.
The next location is Forest Hill.
Forest Hill.
Yeah. Then we go on to Canton.
See, Forest.
And we say then we go on
Then we go on to
That's
Canton.
So there's two parts of Future Kings. Future Kings right now is a Saturday program
Yeah.
for Jackson.
It's a what
But
now?
it's a Saturday program.
Saturday program?
We meet on Saturdays.
Okay.
There's now other parts of it, Future Kings, and in where we are in Virginia, D.C. area, Future Kings is also the after school program.
Okay.
So we could do an after school program at Forest Hill. Again, we're trying to make sure we at least get the foundation piece right.
Okay.
And once we get the foundation piece, absolutely.
And that's
So
Saturday every other Saturday.
every other Saturday.
Okay,
right,
for 4 hours.
for 4 hours.
Okay.
Now going back to the Future Queens question, Future Queens, two parts of Future Kings, the Saturday programs. That's kind of where we started, and then once we get it up and running, we do have male and female in our after school program at the various schools. So, like for instance, the superintendent of Jackson, we will work that relationship and say, hey, here's what we're going to start doing with Future Kings for an after school program because we don't have 4 hours, maybe just 2 hours.
Okay.
Because kids leave early or maybe
Right.
1 hour. So we have to modify the curriculum. Our curriculum is proved by ACE. So the curriculum that we use for our program and teachers and the students, they're getting college credit.
Oh wow.
So there's a lot into that. So it's more than just coming in and doing some things here. They're getting college credit. And for some of the folks in there, they're actually doing real work experience of some of these companies. If I take biomedical, for instance, the biomedical program. So it's several programs we have right now. We have biomedical research, cyber, we have engineering, game designs. There's others we're going to get into. But what we're starting off here in Jackson is more on the cyber side. Why? Because there was 1 million jobs that went unfilled last year. Wow. And cyber, you can work from anywhere. You don't have to be in a various city. So we're trying to get those type of jobs. People can work in the office. They can work in skills at their home right here in the state of Mississippi.
Wow.
So these students are actually getting CompTIA certified. They're getting Google certified. They're getting AWS certified. So you're walking out as high school students with various certifications. And then some of the curriculum that we're doing was approved as part of the ACE program. So these kids can walk into college. For those who choose to go to college, they can go to college with some credit right now. Some kids, everybody may not go to college. But just because you don't go to college don't mean you don't have the certificate to go get a great job.
Wow.
So that's why we're really pushing the certification. So imagine coming out of high school, you've been in the program for 3 years, you can walk and say, I just don't
Wait.
have the
Imagine
money.
coming out of high school.
Come on.
And you've been in the program since what grades is this?
6th to 12th grade.
You've been in the program since the 6th grade. And you've been consistent.
You've been consistent.
Wow.
And that's the beauty part of it, because if I look, that's why some of those kids go into Yale, and over time, it's a mentor program. If you're going to mentor them, you can't do it for a week here and 2 weeks here. You got to have them come, just like you're doing
The
at
discipline.
your football. You got these kids. You see them come through at the 9th grade when you get them, and you keep them. And by that time, they trust you. They know what you're doing, and now they're ready to listen to you. So we do try to take them. We try to take the kids as early as 6th grade.
Okay.
Because that's what we really want to try to get them. So yes, they could be in our program for 6-7 years.
Wow.
By that time, they should have about 4, 5, 6 different certifications
Right.
to go into college or go right into the workforce.
Wow.
Our key guy that was a cyber guy, he was very good. He decided to say, you know what, I'm going straight into the military Space Force. So he's going to Space Force. They have a branch called Space Force, which is cyber. So he's going to Space Force. He's going to the Air Force, which is going to be, Air Force is part of Space Command. So he's joining Space Command through the Air Force.
Right.
And so, but he's already prepared
Yes.
and can go straight in and get those nice benefits without having to go to college.
And he's got the mentors, he's got the contacts, he's got the networking
Absolutely.
because he's been around the program
Been
since
around the
sixth grade.
program, he knows it very well.
Wow.
And we do try to get them to deliver as well. We want those kids to be able to stand and be able to deliver things. So as they're getting their education, learning about this, we want them to start presenting what they know.
I'm looking at the transformative stories of success. I can only pronounce one. That's Norvin West
Norvin,
Jr.
right.
He attends Yale University.
Yep.
Neuroscience years in Future Kings is 3. I'm gonna say Alex. I'm not gonna make an effort to pronounce his last 2 names. He attends Johns Hopkins University.
Yep.
Virology years in Future Kings 7. Gideon attends Virginia Commonwealth University. Pre-med years in Future Kings 6. Graduate Yale University. Oh, he's already graduated. This is Dion
Dion.
Abebo. Abebo.
Good. That's pretty good. That's
thank
close.
you, sir.
That's close for you.
Dion, I'm over here now. I know you need me. I'm over here. Yale University, data science, 3 years in Future Kings and concentration in computer software. And then Nigel Moore attends Virginia State University. College major business years in Future Kings 6, digital marketing. Okay, very impressive.
And so we have we have several more that we have. We want to keep those because we want success. So like I say, success breeds success. And so we have to make sure that we understand that this is what the kids are coming out with.
Wow.
And so most of these kids, plenty of those kids actually had a lot of money going to those schools.
Future Kings Foundation model for mission success, company professionals, adult students, college interns trained. Future Kings students 7th through 12th grade, adolescents, but it's Future Kings students 6th through 12th grade. Practicing college student who is an intern of the company and serve as FK adolescent trainer.
Yeah, so let me explain that one. So the way we're working it, because what we're trying to set up here in the Mississippi, which is really the foundational program, we have 6th through 12th grade. Those are the kids who's coming, that's in the Future Kings program. But guess who's teaching those?
Future Kings.
We have Future King. We have college people who are currently in those fields right now.
Okay.
Because here's the challenge part. And the challenging part, because I'm a Tougaloo graduate, and I actually had to go and I sat in a couple of Tougaloo sessions for people to present their skills. You have no what I call it, when you graduate, there's no experience.
Yeah.
Your application skill.
Your application,
because you haven't touched it,
and plus your work experience is 0.
Right.
So
right.
The plan that we're using here in Mississippi is we're taking those college students. They're working today. We're practicing companies under practicing professionals, and we're taking those students, and we're looking to use those students to now start getting work experience. The college students. So by them getting the work experience, so when you graduate, you have 2 or 3 years of work experience that you can now also be connected with those companies that's out there. So the ideal is to be able to look at not just the high school student, but Future Kings has a second part, which is getting those cut. Now, I need to meet with Jackson State. I need to figure out who those students are that's majoring in those fields that we want to try to push and get them to be part of the program to now where they can now train the trainer. It's a train the trainer model.
Viewing and listening audience. The opportunity is sitting on the couch.
If you got students that needs jobs, we match them with companies. So I'm working with several different companies trying to make sure that those people are working as interns. Normally we think interns were just a summer, but we're training, no, they're going to be partial interns throughout the company. They're having a relationship with the company. They know the company. We have someone in the company who's actually mentoring those students. So because if I have a research project, you have practicing research scientists who are doing the work. The college students are helping them, and then they're teaching the young students also how to be part of that.
So we ain't just in here bumping our gums.
No.
Oh, this real.
That's why it's pilot, because you can't just do it quickly, because now people are just talking about it, but not really doing it.
Okay.
And you don't have, because the sponsorships really also come, because it's a value. We're offering that value back to those companies. So those companies say, hey, I've been having this guy here for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
He's a sure in.
Right.
And reality is, if I'm a company, going back to the board, that's why I share with the board people and I go talk to companies. If you just look at some resumes and got 3 people that you want to bring into your company, you never seen them before, you don't know how they're going to do, you spend, 2 years trying to get them up to speed.
Right.
Why not let them be up to speed as part of our program to where you already know what they can deliver? So by the time you're now graduating, you don't just have a person just getting off the street. You actually have somebody that's been a part of your company for quite some time. Your ramp-up time is less. You don't have to worry about because if you spend a year with a company and I realize I don't like the company, I'll leave the company.
Yeah.
I wasted all my money training you. Just like you're getting a football person and you send them to all these different
Invested,
camps, you've been doing all that, and they decide to leave you.
Right.
That's a waste of money.
Yeah,
That's a
it
waste
is.
of time.
And
So,
your
so when you
time,
look
you
at
can't
business,
get it.
business spend a lot of money every time they get a new person in the company. So the ideal is taking some of our college students early on
Yes.
to now and let them be part of that of that company to where they're also their Saturday service is given back. Now they're getting paid for that, so there is pay that goes to these young men that's teaching for us as college students.
That's phenomenal.
So it's a train the trainer model. So it's a little bit more complex than just walking in and say we have to have real world things so kids are learning real world things.
Okay. Partnerships for the future King success. Nissan. Is it MCIT?
Yeah, what you see there is that alliance piece.
Okay.
So if you look at the circle piece of it, it's all about the school systems and what we're trying to do with Future Kings.
Okay.
Because in reality, what the school district does and teach, we don't do.
Right.
You do the teaching, we do the real world work enforcement. And what we do, the schools don't do.
Right.
The schools has a curriculum, they have to do all this, they have these mandates. We can get folks and say, hey, here's what we're going to be doing. Here's the real world, no kidding stuff. You need to learn this. We got companies who's trying to get our kids to learn certain technology. The more our kids know their technology, the more they know when these kids go into that work world, they're going to be thinking about that technology. Whether it's Google, whether it's Amazon, whether it's whatever these various different companies are, most companies want kids to learn the technology so that they can go into the job with that knowledge already.
Wow.
And that means I'm bringing my technology into the company, which means it's an easy sale. Because now the whole company is going to be using it, or those young men will be prepared to use it when they get there.
So people that are listening, people that are watching, how do they connect with you if they want to put their name on the waiting list? Because Forest Hill is next.
Forest
Hill is next. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we
how
here
do
for
people?
So
How
if
do
they
people?
want to, I'll give you my email and phone number.
Okay.
So it's now Lawrence is spelled different. It's
Yeah, it
LA
is. I just learned how to spell it this week. Go ahead.
It's LARNCE. Lawrence at Lawrence. Make sure I got it right. Lawrence at FK-Academy.org.
Okay.
So
Okay.
LARNCE at FK-Academy.org.
Okay. All
And
right.
if you want to contact me and have more conversation, I'll give you my number.
601-937-5671. 601-937-5671. And I will connect you
There you
with
go.
Mr. Robinson.
I know that's
601-937-5671. All right.
That's a
And
good connection.
That's all you need now.
that's it.
Yeah,
Good.
text
That's
me.
it.
Don't call. Just text.
But yeah,
I never thought I'd use
so
text. Go
We're
ahead.
looking for those parents who's listening and who wants to get their kids or their young men involved with the program. Love to have them.
Okay.
We are looking to start back up in the fall. That'll be like the first week in September.
Okay.
We'll be looking to be launching the program back again. And for those we need a lot of parents volunteers. So
Okay.
if you have students, absolutely like the parents and volunteers. But those who's interested, maybe some folks who that's technical and very
There's
and wanna
some
be
out there
part of the
waiting.
instructors. Yes, please, we need them as well.
Have you connected with Bean Path here in Jackson?
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do
okay.
quite a few things, and they got quite a few. No, don't forget what I mentioned early on. We're just talking about the men.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
so Bean Path does a lot of different things, and we'll
Yeah.
just say we have focus areas that we're trying to do. We
Okay.
follow the market. Where Ashley doing a great job. What she's trying to do. It's
Right.
an exposure piece. Now our folks say, now that you've been exposed, here's some things we need to start diving into to get deeper into it.
Wow. Okay. Community
Working together.
Hey, community working together, man. We're not competing with one another.
No, not at all.
All right.
I did have a question.
Yes.
When you need parent volunteers, like what is that capacity?
Ooh, great question, G.
Yeah. So right now, we do two things. We try to get the kids breakfast. We try to get them lunch. So getting parents to volunteer, that's just the first part. So once we get that piece, having parents to show up on Saturday morning, making sure that somebody's there to help bring the breakfast in. That's all funded as well. We just need somebody to help set up.
Wait. It's already funded. You just need some hands on
I
it.
need
Some
hands
grown
on
folks'
to where-
hands.
You can't have the instructor and the director go and get the food.
That's true.
We need somebody
Yeah.
to go and be responsible for that piece there. So there's a lot of, so that's what we need the parents to volunteer. But as we get larger, then this is for the initial piece. As we look at, we have a marketing things. We have a gala that we do for the kids. that's going to be a lot more because the gala means we're showcasing, we're presenting the kids. That's when we bring our sponsors in. We bring in folks to see the kids. The kids do all that. So there's going to be volunteer. We're not at that point yet because we just started this year. We're hoping to do a gala next year.
Okay. So right now in this end of the country, we're just in Vicksburg.
What's that?
So right now, as far as the Kings, Future Kings.
Future Kings is here in Jackson.
Okay.
Right. It's here in Jackson. We just need to get more of the students. So that's what we're talking to Forest Hill about.
Okay.
We need more students engaged there with the Forest Hills.
We got some students.
Yeah. So we got Vicksburg has quite a few students. What we looked at was about 25 students to at least get it started. And then once we got that through the Forest Hill students, then if we see another location down the road, that's down the road. But again, every location, it takes volunteers. It takes somebody else to make sure that's up and running.
Okay. All right. Miss Trina B, you got your homework.
I got it.
Okay. Miss Trina B, once again, let them know what you got going on this Saturday.
We have our Riverside Collective grand opening for our coffee house. It is a youth-led. The kids actually will be the workers. We have a grand opening from 2 to 5. It's at 3150 Terry Road. From 5 to 8 will be a party. We'll have food and music, games for the kids, and coffee samples, and ice cream for everyone.
All right. You heard. Now, how can they reach out to you? Reasonable hours.
I have office hours like Red. Y'all have seen the 5 heartbeats. But I can be reached at 601-622-6230 if you have any questions. I prefer text, but if you have to call, I will answer, or I will be like Mr. Howard, I will call you back.
Right, okay, all right. Social media presence anywhere?
Yes, we are on Instagram at Riverside Collective Jackson.
All right. Why is everybody picking Instagram?
For me, because I do social media, digital marketing, and managing.
Okay.
The algorithm is kind of easier for me to manipulate.
Thank you for dropping that nugget. Yeah.
It's kind of easier to manipulate your Instagram market. But Facebook, TikTok, all of them work in conjunction together because Instagram and Facebook are kind of like, because they're on the meta businesses.
Okay, all right. My camera froze on you, so that's why we just getting your voice. She already set the tone.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, okay. It's fine. All right. GW, what we got going on this coming Saturday?
This Saturday,
No. We got, excuse me, my fault.
Okay, go ahead.
What about the $5.99? Tell me about the $5.99.
We're going to talk about this $5.99 at Domino's, which our supporter, Mr. Community Strong, Howard Sanders, has already purchased.
I already purchased a pizza. Yeah, somebody go back there and get that pizza.
So come out to Robinson Road Extension Domino's and support the Patriots. Let them know in the drive-thru that you're here to support us, and it's a fundraiser for us.
Okay, and then what we got going on with the kickback?
Yeah, we are inviting the community out to our Family Day and Back to School kickback on Saturday, July 19th from 4 to 8. We're also asking the community to drop us some laundry detergent or snacks to contribute to our pantry.
We already got one 5-gallon bucket. Somebody match that. Somebody match that.
Look, Mr. Howard Sanders is also challenging everyone to his 5-gallon laundry.
5 gallon.
With a pump that he's already donated to our program. So he's challenging y'all to bring a double that.
Right, and if you don't have them, I got them for you. Just hit me up at 601-937-5671.
Now he got the laundry detergent.
And I've been using it for over a year. Hey, all right, don't say you can't find it. We got it on deck.
He got it.
All right.
Look, and we appreciate you, Mr. Sanders.
I appreciate you, Queen, because you text me and it made it seem like we got to get on that now. I called Dog and I said, Dog, you don't mind sharing the couch.
Not at all.
Share the couch with another brother, please. Coach, tell us about that.
Now, so you got to make sure.
Got to make sure. Coach, give a shout out to your family, man, because we appreciate them sharing you with us. And anything you want to say about your own personal family?
Yeah, special thanks to my wife of 19 years. Been
Wow.
married.
Hold on.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm working on 30 minutes. Go ahead. Keep talking, Coach.
Yeah, we just celebrated our anniversary on June 24th. 19 years.
Okay.
Really appreciate her for all the support that she does, having my back on all the adventures I take her on with this football thing and my extra family with football. My oldest son, Jackson State, he's at Jackson State University.
Congratulations.
He's marching in the boom, the second seed.
Oh,
second
man.
year.
That's a sport in itself.
Yeah.
I hear him every night.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm telling you.
Yes, already.
Yeah, and special shout out to my younger two. Got another one, 9th grade, and going to 10th grade. Man, I got a 6th grader coming up, man. Special shout out to them for me dragging them around. Like I said, all the places I've been, and they've always been there to support me in all the things that I do. So greatly appreciate that.
Okay, tell us about the Jamboree and the season kickoff. Hey,
Yeah.
VJ, don't come down here thinking it's going to be light work now. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll be hosting Velma Jackson for our fall jamboree right there at the University of South Jackson at Patriot Stadium.
I love that.
We'll kick off with them on that Friday, the 21st. And we're going to be ready to rock and roll after that. We got a crosstown rival with Callaway for our season opener. And we're looking forward to a big season this year.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Come out. That we use that as one of our fundraisers also for our jamboree games.
What's the investment? We don't say price and we investing. So what's
Absolutely.
the investment?
The investment at the gate is $3, and then we
y'all better show up.
concessions. We sell concessions throughout the whole entire day,
Okay.
and we have a good time. The band usually is there,
Okay.
so we have a good crowd. Band, cheerleaders, and all that will be on site. and
Okay.
So we have a good time on that day, man. It's kind of the season thing, the first thing that we do on campus,
Right.
as far as sports goes.
It's a family-friendly environment. Please leave that other
Absolutely.
aggression at the house. If you feel like you got to get aggressive, Coach got some pads for you, a helmet. He'll let you get your work in.
Yeah,
You got a
that's
few
right.
laps, some push-ups, and some sit-ups. Yeah, man. Put that energy to good use.
Absolutely.
All right. Community connections, conversation. Mr. Robinson, anything you'd like to say in closing, sir? It has been a pleasure for you to take time out of your schedule to come in and just think of us.
No,
Because you
I
don't have to
appreciate
be
it.
here. You can be anywhere in the world doing what you do. So go right
I could
ahead.
be in Cabo San Lucas on the
I know where you going.
Cancun
Go
or
ahead.
somewhere. But no, I really appreciate the opportunity here to really.
It won't be
I
your
love
last.
the connection.
It won't be your
didn't
last.
Didn't meet these individuals before. Now I do. So
Right, right.
I think your message about community strong. I think it's positive.
Wow.
Love it.
Man,
Love
you
it.
got me about to tear
No,
up over
because
here.
it's going to take the community to come together.
It is.
And you got to
Stop
be
the
strong
blaming
about
and
it.
shaming.
And you got to be real about it and be serious about it.
Oh, 'cause
if you're
now
not
you got
serious,
too many-
if you're just playing game, nothing happens.
Hey,
So-
the people on this couch, they can smell it.
Oh, I've been catching some of your stuff since you. I'm like, that was pretty good. I've seen different folks, so I appreciate the opportunity to come
Okay.
and just share what we're trying to do with Future Kings here, and hopefully that it would take off and grow.
Oh, it's
But
going to take
gonna
off.
It's part of the community.
GW sitting on the couch.
And
And
look,
you got
and
me
serious
between the
about
big.
it. Look, I'm not even in the age group, and I'm excited about the program.
No
Like,
doubt.
where was this when I was there?
Yeah, we're going to ask for some grown folk stuff. Once we get
I'm
this
trying
off
to
the
get in
ground,
there.
come back and grab some of the grown folks.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
look, the experience is priceless.
I want to leave us on this little note, and I just want to thank you all for taking your time out to come out and share. It's about sharing, no blaming, no shaming, informing, educating, empowering, building relationships, getting up off the couch and doing some work. We don't need anybody's permission to love on one another. Nobody's coming to save us, save ourselves. By the end, I just hope that you're proud of yourself, that you look back on your experiences and see your strength and resilience, that you see your soft heart in a hard world that although toughened you, couldn't break you. I just hope that if there is a regret, even that comes with the silver lining of compassion, that all your experiences taught you something invaluable, and you're a better person now because of them. By the end, I just hope that looking back fills you not with embarrassment, but with untapped, watery joy of how incredible your life is. And you see the people you love, the adventures you went on, and the memories you made with warm nostalgia and the magic of beautiful life still tingling inside your chest. By the end, I just hope that you're thankful for the extraordinary life you lived. That's all. You guys exemplify that. You demonstrate that. And because of people like you, we do stand a chance. It is possible. Every now and then someone comes along, shows us who we are and what we might become. It's a matter of being in the right place at the right time. But it does not happen to everyone. Thank you all for being my everyone.
you.
These are my superheroes.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna close out on this theme song that we just ran in here, man. All this energy. Y'all more than welcome to bob your heads. Bob your heads.
Not grown folk either.
And I didn't even cuss tonight. God,
Pretty good, man.
no, we're gonna take a picture, team, man. And
You got one in there earlier. I heard earlier.
I slipped one in there. I had one in there.
Yeah, we slipped that one in.
Just a little bit of one. He listens to me intently.
Go get it together, Mr. Robinson.
Yeah, he said he got something for me.
Look, how we get that shirt you got on? I'm talking about this.
Thank you, man. I got you.
We get one.
I got you. GW is not quiet about what she wants.
She said what she wants. And she's at
Also, we'll have Forest Hill back on the 14th.
14th.
On the 14th, and they're gonna bring a whole lot of other Forest Hill up in here. It's gonna be,
That's the goal,
It's gonna be
man.
wild. Miss Trinity B, you more than welcome to come back. Well, excuse me. I'm sure they'll allow you to come back. South
Look,
Jackson.
we welcome everybody.
Hey, you guys come out this weekend, show some love, show some support.
Link pages. Next month, August is National Black Business Month. So, like, I have a month-long event throughout the city, supporting, highlighting, educating on Black business.
Do this be on your page? So I'm excited to follow you. To like, one of the radio stations, right?
Resources.
Yeah, like, yeah. That was like, I knew the name, but I was like, wait a minute.
Like 10 on BJ 99.1.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was 97 when I remember you. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I know the name. Like, wait a minute, let me figure this out. Yeah.
My first name? Trina. Trina B.